constantly.
Alright. Well,
I'm afraid to eat one because I'm gonna have to eat 20.
last session you guys killed the hound.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we did.
Became level 1s. That's pretty exciting.
Yes, it was.
And I think we're still in town.
We had just received 400 gold pieces.
Oh yeah, you did your chain shirt deal.
And we got
horses
with saddlebags.
Yep.
And there was some other stuff. There was some bear pelts and some kegs. I know for sure.
Oh yeah, he.
Oh yeah.
He emptied his vault basically.
We didn't write that down.
No.
I can repeat it.
Oh,
I'm sure Mert wrote it down.
Oh, you charmed him it too.
Oh, I charmed his pants off.
The scribe was just watching
In awe.
as you gave away the kingdom.
Bankrupted the city.
It looked so good.
Hey, but now they've got a precious golden shirt.
Yeah. We also have an ever-burning candle.
Yep.
And a tiny donkey in a bottle. So, now, we gotta find out what that's worth.
What does that mean?
To decide if we want to turn it into gold.
What does that?
It's a tiny living
Like
donkey.
It's a little living.
No, it's living.
It's magic of some sort.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
He's got like a
It's
little
in a
thing of
bottle.
feed in there too, doesn't
Have we
he?
tried writing it out?
Probably have to smash.
No. How do you get it back in?
I mean, I just
Once
want
the
to know.
donkey's out of the bottle.
Does it get big or does it just stay small?
You don't know. You don't know. It's just a curio.
Well, I don't know if it's that tiny that it'll just like walk through the what's that?
How the hell did it
The
get
neck.
in there?
The
of
neck,
the
yeah.
bottle, yeah.
Or you know, if he built the bottle around it like a ship.
What does it look like?
Or no, they build the ship in the bottle, don't they?
Is
How do
it,
they do
is
that?
it a wide neck type of bottle?
I don't know how they do that.
It's like
It's kind of
yeah, like when
I think they
it's
built
like
the
shipping a
donkey
bottle
inside
type
the
of
Is it
bottle.
a can or has a narrow tip?
It narrows.
Okay.
Like a
that's-
beer bottle.
that's
Think of that.
nice.
Yeah.
We gotta find out what people will pay for it. But we'll do that in the big city.
Okay, good.
Now, we only have 4 horses. We can leave Mert's characters here, so we don't have to worry about that at all. Take all their gold, find out how much money they have.
Oh my god.
Strip them naked.
Naked.
Take that warhammer, and
No.
And go over to the chapel and say they've dedicated their lives to Father
Yeah.
Bianco.
exactly, exactly.
We can eat Bessie the cow.
Okay.
That'll feed us for the session.
What a sacrifice.
Let's just not concern ourselves with Mert,
Okay.
and say we have 4 horses. I can fit my 2 on 1 horse.
Why are they small?
Halfling and a dwarf.
What about 2 regular men? They just fit on a horse. You
I mean, we could be traveling like 500 miles.
You're wagon.
What?
Wagon.
Yeah, that's money.
Unreasonable. We can just double up.
What if we turned a wagon into gold?
I drank this in like 2 minutes. Wow. Sorry.
If what?
What if we turned a wagon into gold?
Cool, bro.
Why? Why?
Well, once we get to the big city,
Just for sheer weight? Like weight of gold?
weight of gold, like we can melt that down, and that's tremendous.
Might turn into lead.
I mean, why does it matter that it's a
I
wagon?
wonder how much melted lead.
Why does it matter that it's a wagon?
Well, because we're gonna, I want to get a wagon. That'll help with transportation. But once we get to the big city,
I mean, once
we
we
don't
get there,
need the wagon.
we can just transmute a pile of shit for all that matters.
But this is a big object.
We
Big
could,
pile of shit.
or we could just sell the wagon as is. We buy a wagon, sell a wagon.
How is that better than turning it into gold?
It's better than turning it into
Are
lead.
you afraid?
It's better than turning it
I
into
think you're
lead.
afraid of using your magic.
Why are you hung up on this wagon when we can apply it to literally any large object?
Like what?
Pile of
Don't
hay.
say a pile of shit! Is a pile of hay one object, or is it like thousands of objects?
Is a wagon one object?
Yeah.
Or is it thousands of objects?
All the different parts
Yeah.
of the wagon.
I don't know. That's like
Or
that,
like,
that
or
axe
just like
question.
a pile of dirt
An
or
axe
a
riddle.
boulder.
Boulder, there you go.
There we go. That's good.
Very good.
So you strip naked next to a boulder and hold like a coin. We've got a giant rock of gold. My
But think
God.
about this.
Kingdoms can be fought over for something like that.
Are we forgetting like the actual rule which we were supposed to abide by, which is that it doubles the value?
It's either it
So
doubles.
it's not gonna just literally be a mountain.
Because that's
gold
why the shirt ended up being so valuable.
Yeah, because either double the value or a gold
or
piece.
one gold piece.
Yeah, so we can't do the weight. Can't do weight.
It's so weird though.
Well, interpreted as like it doesn't become pure gold
Oh,
necessarily
it's
from
like
the
a
trans-
gold sheen.
Or maybe
gilded kind of.
Yeah. That's why the wagon's good. Wagons are worth a lot.
Are they worth? Well, I guess by the rules they're worth more.
Yeah, than a boulder.
But we could turn it into lead.
You run the risk.
But if you melt down the lead, that's still worth something.
Sure, it's worth something, but less than you started with.
It's a risk.
Okay, we can put off the concern of our alchemy or whatever the fuck until after we get to where we're going, right?
Yeah, so we were... Okay, well...
We
So we
need a
need a
wagon.
wagon. We need a wagon.
They're just a mule.
A mule.
Hold their shit.
It was more about carrying bodies than shit.
We don't have that much shit. Huh.
I mean, unless you guys are just going with one character.
I could leave my men.
Yeah, we got 4. I got 3 men. Mike Beggar, you can just stay here and beg for all I can.
Okay. I mean, this city's fucked, but...
But Bailey's coming with me.
So you've got 2.
Yeah.
And what about you? You got 1?
I mean, I've got 3 total. I've got two small men with my big man.
It's a lot for 1 horse.
It is. I might just leave them both.
We can ride butt to butt.
Butt to butt.
I'll tell them to start a church.
Okay. So then, that's 2 horses for you, 1 for you, 1 for me. Mert, who cares? He's on his own.
Mert will follow us as a vapor.
Yeah, follow on. Yeah. Right.
You can sell his Warhammer for transportation.
Right.
We'll just recoalesce once he goes back.
So let's buy a wagon in town.
Okay. Just making some nice map
It's a
measurements here.
vapor.
A little region map.
Ooh.
Yep. Gives you guys options. Instead of creating a super detailed dungeon, I just basically made notes about each area that you can go to.
Yeah.
To give me enough so that's like it's not just like this vacuous space where I have nothing to describe and then you're like, well,
I mean, we're not going into a dungeon. So.
no,
Yeah, what?
not a
What?
dungeon.
Like this
Yeah.
game?
Have fun. We're gonna have fun.
Let me look up a wagon.
All these stats.
The only one that matters is personality.
I've got a lot of that.
Mang doesn't want to use a damage die again this session or this campaign if he can help it. Unless it's like mass damage for everyone in the world except him. Just this nice like bomb. But bombs are rare.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah.
vent a Zeppelin
But
and
plasma
drop it on
guns.
the city.
Get the freaking plasma gun equipment. Page 68. Let's find the wagon.
So, Thomas, what's your intelligence on your L?
9.
Oh, okay. 9. Ooh. Oh, I think you're okay. You get like extra wizard spells based on your intelligence,
Huh.
or less wizard spells, but based on. So since I had a 17, I got 2 more spells. So I know sleep and featherfall. But whenever I cast sleep, I become like a Neanderthal for 1d4 rounds. I cannot speak intelligently. I cannot cast spells. Cannot use complex devices. Cannot read or write. So I become Sloopy for 1d4 rounds afterwards.
Sloopy just finds a way to come back to you, even though he's dead.
But my featherfall is pretty good because I have a good chance to like use a D24 or D30 whenever I cast it.
Nice. Okay.
Where's that D30?
A wagon is about as valuable as a pony.
Wow.
Do I still have one?
So
yeah, you start with a
Oh,
pony.
yeah.
That's crazy.
Maybe I can trade it for a wagon.
Perfect.
you could.
I'm an ambitious salesman. Although that character died, so like I have to go through like the rigmarole of like convincing the stable owner to hand over the pony to someone else.
Well, so that guy did die. Was that the beetle?
The
No
grave
such
digger.
luck. It was the animal trainer.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh no!
Although the pony was actually confiscated when we were being sent to the stake or whatever.
Yeah.
Yep. So you will need to go down to the stable to inquire about the pony.
I mean, did you have papers?
It's unclear.
No papers. As long as vaccinations.
Okay. You gonna go down there by yourself, Thomas?
Yep.
Okay. This is your elf going down there?
Yeah.
Okay. Byron, the stable master, it looks like he's just delegated some chores for the day. And the stable hands and children go running off. And he kind of rubs his beard a bit, sees this elf approaching. Master Elf!
I'm here on behalf of my companion dog, who left a pony here. Actually, was confiscated by the Jarl when we were sent to the stake to fight the beast.
Oh, yes! You are one of the heroes.
Yes, yes. Sadly, dog did not make it,
No, dog, no.
but
I see.
I'm here to collect his pony.
Ah. Well, it's a legal matter. The Jarl did give me property, ownership of the pony, but of course for a hero, I'd be happy to see it come back into your hands with a small processing fee.
How small?
I would say 10% of the beast's value.
Could just put his ass to sleep.
That would put you to sleep.
Only for a couple rounds.
What's 10% cost?
That would be 3 gold pieces.
Just paid man.
Okay.
3 gold pieces.
Oh, I do actually have 10 gold on this character
Okay.
for some reason.
Wow.
So
Wow.
Rolling in it. I have 30 gold, but
So I'll
400 gold.
Alright. He says, alright, everything seems to be in order. I remember the one. Had a certain spunk to it. And he retrieves the beast. And yeah, since you were one of Dog's companions, it has an affinity towards you and goes with you calmly.
No, sell its ass.
Right back to him.
As an affinity
Yeah,
for
nice
me.
little pony.
Good friend.
Yeah.
I'll sell him to the glue maker
The gelatin
Oh
factory.
no.
Yeah.
for a nice wagon. A freshly glued wagon.
So
No.
So you want to go to the carpenter then?
Yep.
Okay.
Turn this pony into a wagon.
Wagons?
It's just business.
I don't have any for sale, but I could make one for you. Gives you the opportunity to make any custom requests as well, if you can pay for it. We can discuss dimensions, load bearing, how many beasts you'd like affixed to it, all the details. You can see that it's done properly.
That could be nice. How long would something like that take?
Well, if I drop everything, focus on the wagon for you, I believe in 4 or 5 days I could have it finished.
I forget if I'm in a rush or not.
Gotta get
Considering,
the fuck out of this town.
well, I mean, considering Artemis was willing to spend like a year, like,
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
doing,
putting
like,
you in a hole.
yeah.
You're right. It seems fair.
It's our goal maker.
But
Got any gold yet?
for payment,
Yes.
do you accept trade?
Fresh pony.
Oh,
I have this-
you wish to barter?
Yes. this pony who's in excellent shape,
Oh,
full of spunk.
fine beast. Looks of good breeding, too. Let me take a look. He checks the underside of the pony. He says, Yes. Seems like a fine specimen. I will accept this for market price.
Excellent.
Okay, so for building your wagon, you get the option to have it covered or uncovered. If you go for covered, then you'll have a canopy of hide to protect you during weather events.
I think we're gonna want that.
Oh
Yeah, that'll be a little bit more expensive, of course.
Mm-hmm.
You'll need to go see the tanner. And then for each horse you hitch to the wagon, it can carry the capacity of 2 people plus standard equipment for how large of a wagon you want to create. So if you have a 4-horse wagon, you could potentially have 8 people aboard that wagon with a normal array of possessions and it would be okay to bear that load.
Maybe what we want.
Okay.
I mean, it's a lot of NPCs we're dragging along, but
Yes, it's a fun wagon,
How
man.
many NPCs do we have total?
Well, there's 3.
it depends if we take them all. And
and
Mert's
2.
got-
No, forget Mert.
He's got 4.
He's out.
He will be
He's got
just
to build his own wagon.
this Reagan group lagging behind all the time. Who are those people? We don't speak to them. They call them rangers. Wild folk.
He made his choice.
So then you can get away with a 3-horse wagon if you want, or do you want the bonus deluxe wagon, 4-horse? It's pretty
Well,
big.
If you do 3-horse, if you go more than 6, you'll be straining the wagon and the horses. But if you build it for 4, then you can see the tape.
I could abandon.
I mean, you could go for a 2-horse wagon, which carries 4 people.
I mean, we have 4 horses.
Yeah, you do.
And we don't need everyone in the wagon.
And even if you
No.
if you design it to 8, it's not like you can't move it with 3 horse. Or like if you design it for 4, it just means that it won't be quite full.
If
So.
you got 4 horses, but you only got a 2-horse wagon, then if one wagon horse dies, then you can just put the other horse in the wagon.
Wow.
It's like having spare tires.
Right.
That's spare horses.
Okay.
So I trust then you want it covered and able to hitch up 4 horses to the front.
Is that what we want?
Well, why limit ourselves?
Might as well get 4, right?
Might as well.
Yeah. Alright,
Okay.
let's just get 4. We'll have a big old we'll have a party
We
wagon.
have a party wagon.
If
We find some party boys.
If we find some party boys, we can invite them onto the wagon.
Okay.
Now we should get like a smuggling compartment though.
Ooh, custom work.
Yeah. That's what he said. He likes it.
Yep. Okay.
What do we want to smuggle?
Who knows? But, you know, the law is out there. And we're against it. So,
How big?
not that big. Maybe you could fit like a chest.
Or a body.
Yeah, or a bot.
He says, again, there's a small premium, but it's easiest to do this all from the onset rather than trying to customize an already constructed vehicle. This way I can create everything in my design. So, 1 smuggling compartment as well.
Why are you watching, Phil?
I'm watching.
You like to watch?
I like to watch.
Okay, so this will be a bit more expensive than a standard wagon.
We got mine.
Okay. A wagon to these specifications with a priority work done on it will be 52 gold pieces.
Now, do you want me to try to charm him?
1 goal.
We could
Is that
make him
zero
our
to-
fast friend.
Is that with the pony subtracted?
No,
Oh.
no.
So we add a pony.
Yeah, add the pony.
It'll be, okay, 22 after the pony.
Now, do you want me to charm him? What is the worst that could happen?
You might be
Well, I don't know.
offended.
You know the spell. What does
Would
it
he be
work?
offended?
I don't know. Would he be offended?
Is it obvious you're casting a spell?
I mean, he's been dealing with you, so
Do we
if
want
I just come in,
Are you with me?
I mean,
I don't-
you could come get me.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, charm the pants off.
I mean,
I'll say
we got
that's a
gallons
fair
of
price. My companion has some of the funds, but
Alright, well,
I can leave the pony here as a sign of good faith to start the process.
I'll accept the pony as a collateral payment. Okay, well, I'll get to work. And 4 or 5 days, it all depends on when I can get various materials from some of the other businesses in town, but we'll get your wagon all set to go as soon as possible.
Excellent.
Get you the hell out of my town.
Yep.
Okay. Then I'm gonna pay him a visit.
Oh my god.
This halfling.
I am.
I'm gonna spell burn 3 points of strength.
Whoa.
Wow.
Is that permanent?
No, it recovers 1 per day.
Oh.
We're gonna be traveling for a while, so.
I'm gonna throw you over the back.
Oh yeah. Just let me
It's like
sleep.
a
for
disease comes through town that night. Strength check or you
Yeah.
die.
Oh my god!
What'd you get?
What was it?
It is 25.
Oh my god.
He's gonna.
So
pay us
he has to
take
roll
this
a will save against 25.
He needs to crit. He didn't.
Okay. Does he have any other buddies working there?
Yeah, he has
one.
apprentices.
Oh, are they charmed too?
I can charm up to 4 people,
Okay.
and they all treat me like their friend.
Good
Okay.
friend.
The target will not perform actions that are suicidal or which a devoted friend would not otherwise perform. Okay, and they all get another save in 3 days.
Okay.
Oh no, it's based on their intelligence.
Let's just say like 10.
2 weeks.
Okay. Well,
They're all
your
my
wagon.
best friends.
Your
for 2
wagon will
weeks.
be done.
Oh yeah, it'll be long.
Well, that'll get you a further discount, to be sure.
magic, babe.
Yeah.
Maybe you can get some other stuff out of them.
Drain their vaults.
I like your shoes.
Empty your vault.
And empty your wall, friend.
I mean,
Nice
they're a
shoes.
devoted friend. So if I need their shit, they'll give it.
You are my friend.
Yeah, we're old friends.
Okay.
It's basically like an evil Jedi just using mind trick, get anything he wants.
He's just a bad man.
No.
We could invite him onto the party wagon, and they'd be like abide, and then like 4 days you come to the senses and be like, what are we doing here?
Why am I here? You're ours now. You're our carpenter.
Deep in the wilderness. Where's the nearest town?
He's like,
I don't know.
you're not my friend.
Just dump them
I
all.
barely know you.
I mean, we dumped all those people in the sprawl off in like the woods. Remember?
What?
Is that when
They were all like,
it was
they were
like
all
if you-
Democrats.
They were in. They
is
were
that when
like.
Phil circled back and killed him?
No,
No,
I'm
that
talking about
was-
when I ran for mayor. And we would
That's a
drive all the
different
Democrats
campaign.
or whatever
It
out
was-
into the woods
what's it,
for on voting
no.
day.
It wasn't specified.
Oh, that.
The party.
that-
I'm pretty sure I said I was Republican. Oh no, I think you changed the names of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were different.
We all know. We all know.
I was thinking about when you we
Oh,
abducted
that
like
went really
old,
wrong, didn't it?
Yeah, you slaughtered an entire bus full.
Yeah.
Blood on your hands.
You started killing people and they were tweeting about it. Yeah.
We were being trucked somewhere.
They tried running away, and I was like, can't have that. I think eventually, at the end of the day, they all had to be killed.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it wasn't
You
the
put them in a
original
big
plan.
pile,
Oh
yeah.
my god!
I remember, like, I was like
forgot.
trying not to, but like just everything kept going
It's a
wrong. I
slippery
was just
slope,
like, all right, I
man.
have to kill them all.
If only there were corruption in the sprawl. That'd
Yeah.
be great.
I thought you were talking about when we abducted that family.
You'd look like Hellboy.
Oh yeah,
by
we
the
did
end.
that too.
Yeah, we
And
dropped
we
them
dumped
in the
them
forest.
off in the woods, right?
Well, we didn't kill him.
No, we didn't
No.
kill them. Nature did that.
Fucking corruption. Sprawl. That wouldn't work.
No, it wouldn't work.
Everyone would have corruption.
Okay. We want to time skip then the wagon.
Yep.
Okay.
I'd like to make one purchase:
You may.
a mithril longsword
Oh man.
for the price of a longsword.
Well, yeah.
Due to my that's a
No, I
racial
know.
ability.
I recall that. I'm gonna need a luck die, and it's gonna be a D16.
Alright, I have 5 luck.
All right, so it's not a great modifier then. Just
Is this it? Is this what I want?
Nope.
No.
Here it is.
Yep.
12.
Not bad.
Okay.
We happen to have one in stock.
Yeah, as it happens.
Make it or something.
Hmm?
Couldn't you do something special? Mithril?
I don't know.
Nope.
I don't know. Good answer. Yeah. Okay.
I
Oh.
don't think I can make it. I just have been trained to wear it.
Mm-hmm.
You ask around, and by the day that the wagon's ready, one of the.
Hold on.
Okay.
At first level, an elf character may purchase one piece of armor and one weapon that are manufactured of mithril at no additional cost.
Yep. So he's getting his weapon now.
Okay.
Yep.
He did not seem aware of that.
Oh, that's why I brought it up. I was aware of that.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's different than making it, though.
Oh, yeah. Okay. You just,
Okay.
Yeah.
One of the Jarl's oldest thanes, or his oldest thane, tracks you down, saying, I hear you've been inquiring about mithril weaponry, Master Elf.
Yes. I'm looking for a mithril sword.
I feel it will not be long before I go to the funeral pyre. I have grown old, and I have no sons to succeed me. I do have a fine blade, however, that does match what you are searching for. And to be true, there's something befitting that an elf should wield such a blade. It seems of the craftsmanship of your ancestors, perhaps. So I will sell it to you as if it were only a base weapon.
Excellent.
Okay.
It will be of no use to you on the funeral pyre.
Well, that's not necessarily true depending on what their belief system is, but he certainly has other weapons he can hold in his hands on there. So, okay, that's 10 gold pieces then, Thomas.
I need to borrow.
Yeah, okay.
2 pieces.
Yeah. Okay, so mithril, well, one, it doesn't pose a threat to you as an elf because it's not iron.
Oh yeah.
So it's not hazardous for you to use. I forget some of the other benefits of mithril. Let's see.
It weighs slightly less.
Yeah.
in a non-quantifiable
That's
way.
it.
Okay.
Huh.
And it looks nice too.
Mhm.
It
Maybe it's durable. I don't know.
Yep. He says it has a name. If you care to know what he named it, he'd tell you. Otherwise, if you wish to create its name through your own exploits, you can let the name of his sword go with him to the grave. So, up to you, Master Elf.
That'll do.
Okay. He will go to the grave. Yep. Alright.
You receive a +4 bonus to detecting secret doors.
For what?
As an elf.
Yeah, as an elf.
He just knows those doors.
So Legolas really dropped the ball in Fellowship of the Ring when they're in Moria, and he's just
Yeah.
just hanging out, not doing anything. Yeah.
Don't know about those doors.
Yep.
Actually, the sensitivity to iron is really overstated. I only lose 1 HP per day.
Yeah, it's not a big deal.
It's just like cancer.
Yeah. It's good to avoid that though.
Yeah.
Just like a sick.
There might be a time where you're in a battle and you're reduced to 1 HP, and you'll be glad that you hadn't taken the iron damage,
True.
from previous. So. Okay. The blacksmith, or the carpenter, excuse me, has finished your wagon. It is lovely to look at. Brand new carpentry. You can see the freshness of the wood. At the back of the wagon, he instructs you how to basically just pull out this little false panel, and you've got a nice hollow right underneath the riding compartments where you can store, as suggested, something as deep as a chest or as long as a body in there. He says,
Alright, Phil, get in.
Yep. This is your
home now.
Actually, this is really a 9-person wagon.
Yeah?
Yeah, it could be.
There's a party boy underneath.
I mean,
Alright, pull on the party boy. It's time to party.
Get under there.
if you guys were bandits, you could just do the good old fake ambush thing where people's like, oh, free wagon, and we get to take it, and Phil's just waiting in there. And just snapping out.
That's good.
All right.
I'll hit him with a shovel.
For a good friend, he only requires just material costs. So he wants to keep the pony. Will you let him keep the pony?
Yeah.
Okay. And then he only asks for 7 gold pieces instead of 22.
Alright.
Okay.
We're gonna be charming everyone we meet.
You're saving a lot of money this way.
We're very thrifty.
I know that's.
It's not.
Hey, that's how you'll get to like your 1 million gold achievement someday. Yep.
I wonder if that,
But
old,
it's not
wonder if
like-
that old dude has a mithril full plate
Whoa.
that he would give to a dear friend
Yeah. And we turn it into
for
gold.
a fair price.
Yeah. I mean, we could try.
He's not going to need it on the funeral pyre.
Is he expected to die soon?
He said it.
I don't know how much more I want to spell burn.
That's alright.
He'll probably live for another like 20 years.
Yeah.
He'll be thinking about his sword every day.
When the,
Sword that
when
they
the
didn't-
second beast attacks the town.
I have no weapon.
Like, oh, let me tell you the stories I've played. Alright, old man.
Give me the fucking sword.
Just walk away.
I don't give a shit about your
His legacy is.
You named that sword, he holds it dear, and he's like, I don't want to know.
Oh, I also have waterproof
Boots.
Yep. Yeah.
Are they waterproof or walk on water?
We don't know yet.
Oh no, they make you walk. Keep
No,
you
it was
breathe
just like
underwater.
there's no way water could enter into the boot.
Yep.
You have
See
to
what
stand
happens when
on
you put
water.
it-
You can't. We haven't tried.
You could actually use it as like a breathing apparatus. If you had it
This
like,
boot on your fucking face.
I don't think it would prevent water from going around the boot, though.
Can't go
I
around.
feel like it'd still sink.
mm-hmm.
So,
But
like,
does
turn
it-
them into gold,
Does it make a?
and then we
But it
sell
can't
them.
sink with the. If it sank, water would get in there.
No, it could just be like a bubble around it.
Does it make
but
like
it can
a-
still sink.
Does it make a bubble on the person?
I highly doubt
I mean,
it.
Well,
we
yeah.
just don't know.
We
How am I
don't-
gonna test this? In a
We need
bathtub?
hot.
Yeah, you
Or-
put
or
put
not,
one
why
boot
not?
on, put your foot in the tub.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. During the 5 days or
Right,
whatever, I wanted to test.
Okay, a bath is a luxury.
Or just deep
Yeah.
puddle.
Even for a dear friend.
Do you want to go to the mead hall and tell the Jarl you want to take a bath?
Is he the only one that has it? What about Father Biacum? He's got to have a bath.
He's not your dear friend.
Could be.
Oh yeah, is he still?
You haven't gone.
Oh yeah, I guess
Is he
the
still
Jarl is
breathing?
still. Yeah.
I mean, it's Father Biacum. I thought he was exiled.
I mean, I.
No,
you
he
know,
just-
I
he just went-
shamed.
Oh, you just
He just
you
went into his
shamed it.
chapel with his silent brothers.
Yeah, I just told him to grovel.
But no, you're right. The Jarl is still my dear
He
friend.
is.
So yeah, I'll go ask him.
Oh, of course. How could I deny you such a pleasure?
Stick your dirty witch boots in his tub.
He's my dear
That's
friend.
that's
Nice bath.
all right. The bath is drawn,
Okay.
and you are given privacy.
Good. Let's test out the boots.
Okay. So what exactly do you do with them?
I just put them on and step into the full bath.
Okay.
I only bathe with my boots.
Well, you they break the surface of the water like you were wearing normal boots, and they go underneath the water. And as you're standing in there, your legs get wet up to your midsection. It's not really designed for halflings, but you're not quite treading water yet.
Jesus.
And your feet are perfectly dry. You've not felt any
This is
disturbance.
shit.
Dry
So we're
liquid.
gonna turn these into gold. And sell them
Every
some
single
rich
item of
asshole.
moderate value ever come across. That's gold!
All we have to do is find an object worth 500,000 gold, turn it into gold.
Put it in the fucking
And let we have $1 million. We have $1 million.
Or we
It's just-
250,000.
You're almost wait, is it it's 50-50, right?
Yeah.
So you're 100% guaranteed by chance in the end to have the same money you started with.
Over enough objects, but we're not like turning infinite objects to gold. We're turning like maybe 5 to 10.
Yeah.
Probably.
And if we get like
But
an
if-
airship and
we
we
get
turn
lucky.
that into gold.
But what if it turns
Then
into
we can-
lead? Then you're just
A lead
ruined. You're
airship.
just ruined.
It's still gotta be worth something.
lead airship.
I mean, that's more nebulous as far as the spell effect goes.
It's like instead of wanting an airship, they just want to sell an airship. That's so
Yeah,
it's like
Yeah.
truly some things are not increased by turning into gold.
But it is.
But it is by the book.
By the book.
Yeah.
Some Jarl will just be amazed by it.
Yeah.
This airship made of
Especially
gold.
if he's our friend.
He's like, I will sell every one of my subjects to the southern
Yeah.
sultans for slaves.
Once we get our gold airship, we'll come back to Hirot.
He'll give
Come
us
back to this Jarl.
he'll give us his kingdom, and the Jarl will just sail
And
away on his
There'll
golden
just be an
airship.
endless cycle of death
We'll
of these
still work.
warlords who come in fighting for control of the
Yeah.
golden ship,
Right.
and it becomes a wasteland.
Okay. So let's decide where to go then.
All right.
What do we got?
We wanna find.
There is a signpost
Yeah, those are good.
outside of town. Okay. It's to the south of Hirot, and it's pointing to the west, to the east, and to the south. To the west, you see. Hold on. That can't be right. Okay, yeah. To the west, it says Brightfield, 150 miles. Kane's Rest, 225 miles. To the east, you've got Cohagen, 240 miles. Stanton, 340 miles. And Altstead, 440 miles.
Stanton's good.
Into the south, you see Gate to Zarnd, 75 miles.
What's Zarn?
It's like Mordor.
Yeah, it sounds like something hell. Gate to hell. There's the Oblivion.
Because why else would they mark Gate of Zarn instead of just Zarn?
That's true. What the hell is Zarn?
It's hell. It's hell. We don't go there.
Sounds
I like Stanton.
Sounds like a big city.
It sounds like a big city.
What's that farthest away one?
Altstead.
Olstead.
I mean, we'll pass Stanton, right? It's an opposite direction.
Really, if it's farthest away but it's still on a sign, that must mean it's important. Because who puts a nothing town 240 miles away?
Well, okay,
Yeah.
Stanton's 340, Altstead's 440.
That's far.
Are they the same
Yeah.
direction?
They're all three, Cohagen, Stanton, and Altstead are all on that directional sign to the east.
Well, we don't have to decide
yeah, we
per
just
se
go.
yet. We just go.
Just keep going. We just
Go
go.
Hagen.
Just
Do we have foods?
What?
We have food.
We have a cow.
Yeah, that's true.
We need
Just
this cow
take that
once
cow.
and
Spotted
then
carcass in the garden.
we have him stuffed in the fucking spare slot.
Are you
Is
hungry?
the
Just
cow-
open it like a compartment. Just
The
like,
rotting meat in there.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we could salt it or something.
Yeah, salt it. Just
So
fucking
long
down
as
that
you're in,
shit and
so
salt
long as you're in Hirot, it's just assumed you've been eating at the Jarl's home.
Okay.
But yes, once you make it on the road, provisions will become important.
Oh, we better
need road foods.
We need
Road food, yeah.
We need like
Road soda, as Bobby
bread.
would say.
We need bread
I'm gonna get another drink.
salted beef and cheese.
Should we turn the cow into gold?
Oh, salted beef. We can have a lot of that.
We
What's
need
a
a bunch
cow
of
weigh?
salt. We slaughter this cow. We go to a butcher, have the cow slaughtered, and turn
We
it
should
into salt
turn
beef.
our cow into gold and then buy 2 cows.
Golden calf.
Yeah.
What's better than golden calf? A golden cow.
You know what we need to do? We need to find something that's worth more lead than it is not lead than it is normal.
That would be
And then just
What would that be?
That's quite a proposition.
like a boulder.
But a boulder's not worth anything at all.
But if it was lead,
hello.
solid lead boulder.
A loophole.
What do people use lead for?
Pencils?
Not anymore.
Not back then.
Not back. Yeah, back then, what did people use lead for? Like heavy stuff?
Bullets?
Anchors? I don't know. No, they probably just used
I'm gonna
steel
look
or
it up. I'm
iron.
gonna find out.
Yeah, what the hell is lead good for?
Shit. It's a heavy metal that's denser than most common materials.
Okay.
So, history. Here we go. cosmetics back in the day. The Egyptians may have used lead in sinkers and fishing nets, glazes, glasses, enamels, and for ornaments. Various civilizations of the Fertile Crescent used lead as a writing material. So yeah, you were kind of right.
Pencil.
A stimulant as currency. We could start a new currency.
This is the new
and
shit.
we own it.
We own as much as we want of it.
Right.
I like that idea. That sounds like deep.
That's pretty good.
Like you have to be really set in one place. Like
Yeah.
set up an economy around
Right.
your material.
Right.
How do you make people think it's worth something?
If they're our friends. And once you get, 30 people on board, then you get 100 people on board.
We make them think it's really rare because they've never seen it before.
Right.
We've actually got a boulder underneath our
Oh yeah, we're just
wagon.
cutting into it.
Yeah, we just keep bringing out more from underneath our
That's
wagon.
brilliant. I think that's what we should do. It's not like it's worthless. I mean, people do use it for like ornaments and stuff, so they must like it. It is heavy. And people think heavy stuff is usually valuable. The Mesoamericans used it for making amulets.
This seems all very roundabout.
It's a little.
Is it?
Like to what
If
end?
we own the currency of an entire continent, we'd be the wealthiest
But
people
what
in
would
the world.
it take to accomplish that? And there's no guarantee it'll work.
We can charm people. It's pretty good. And anybody I can't charm, we just bludgeon over the head. With like lead sticks.
What do we want?
Where do we belong?
Where do we want?
Lead coffins were used in ancient Judea.
Make your coffin.
Lead was used for making water pipes in the Roman Empire.
That doesn't seem right.
The Latin word for the metal plumbum is the origin of the English word plumbing. Boom.
Huh.
Because it has resistance to corrosion. We could start a plumbing company.
Give everyone lead poisoning.
That's real long term.
That's long. And we gotta sell them the cure somehow.
Yeah, look, these guys recommended lead or lead-coated vessels for the preparation of sweeteners and preservatives added to wine and food.
Lead poisoning.
They were all about
You were
that.
sweetening stuff with lead?
The lead conferred an agreeable taste
Agreeable.
due to the formation of sugar of lead. This Roman dude reported the health dangers of lead. But we don't need to talk about that. I think you're onto something here. Because that way, whether we make something into gold or lead, we're in pretty good shape. And we can always just turn shit into lead if that's what we want. Eventually. I mean, we don't know what lead is worth in this world.
I mean, sure, we can bring some lead somewhere and see what people do with it.
Yeah.
If they start using it to trade with.
Let's just get a big rock, solid lead, take it into Stan.
And we'll convince the Jarl that lead is very valuable.
Yeah.
And then if
He'll listen to his dear friend.
If he starts using lead,
Oh yeah.
everyone's gonna think it's fashionable and they're gonna buy it from us.
Boom.
Yeah,
Boom.
we can at least try that.
Boom.
Maybe like he wears a lead amulet and everyone else wants one.
I mean, that seemed to be its primary use
What do
back
you
in the
know?
day, was just decorative.
You can write with it, you can wear it. It's everything.
It's everything. The lead campaign.
Lead boys.
Lead is thicker than blood.
I gotta look up some lead jewelry now. I see it.
I just wish it didn't rhyme with dead. Just takes one hot shot to say lead is dead.
The Empire comes crashing down.
Just ruin the brand.
Witches are servants of Satan.
Nice.
Says that in the book.
Look at this cool lead jewelry, though.
Dude, you could wear that in Zolkin or something.
That's pretty sweet. So we just gotta get somebody to make that.
we can only play Zolkin at the end of each Mayan lawn count. So we played it in
The
like,
long count.
yeah, it's like we gotta wait 392 years to play Zolkin again. Oh. Or it's like 394, something like that.
What's the next shortest count?
Oh, there's lots of different. There
must be
are
a
short
count.
counts. Yeah,
There must be a count that's
Meg might have to
appropriate.
figure out on the
Like
next short
4
count
years, 12
something.
years, something. Wish I'd always played a handful more times in our lives.
Well, that's what Sulkin is.
It's the name of the calendar.
It's 260 days.
Oh, every 260 days to play Sulk.
That's pretty frequent.
That's a lot of Sulkin.
That's
I'm gonna be honest.
That you're pushing. You're going. That's like
too
1.5
much.
a year.
Yeah, that's a little
okay.
much.
It's more than once a year.
He's not coming back.
That's
so
that's a birthday.
we're putting him in the
qualifier.
hole. We're putting him in the hole.
Now he's a vapor right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
But there's room for him on the party bus
Mm-hmm.
if he appears.
I'm gonna check one other thing and then we can hit the road.
Oh, did we? We got off track from the food issue.
Oh yeah. You do want to get provisions for your.
You said salted beef.
Yeah, we'll turn Bessie into salted beef.
Yeah.
Oh really?
500 pounds.
Okay.
Wherever it
Are you gonna
covers.
have a professional do that, or are you gonna attempt to do that yourself?
Do you think he
Who had the
buys
cow?
Donnie,
Well, then he should know how to butcher it.
aka Don. He was a farmer too. We'll
There you
just
go.
Is he
have,
dead?
We'll just have Don butcher his own cow.
Is he dead?
No,
Oh, okay.
no, none of them are. Well, I don't know. None of them are crossed out.
Thomas, I know at least one of your characters.
No,
died.
this is
No,
Mert.
this is Mertz.
Oh. Mert. Did Mert have all 4?
That's what seems weird.
Only 2 died in the wolf battle. One of
Yes.
mine.
And one of mine. So
And that's it.
That's it. So
Well,
yeah.
Sloopy died like in a prelude to the battle.
Wasn't
I counted that.
Wasn't Mert being chased around?
He
found-
escaped though. One of his dwarves escaped. So the only other 2 deaths were Ovum and
Phil impaled
Phil's
himself
character.
on the spike.
That was it.
Alright, so I guess he does have them all.
Boy, he's just
not for long.
just a crew of expendables if I've
Yeah.
ever
Or
seen
actually,
one.
should we just milk the cow?
That's not food. Well, milk it and then butcher it.
Get all the
Drain
milk
it,
out.
drain it dry.
Let's bring the cow in and say, can you convert this into meat and milk?
Exactly. Every part of it.
Meat and milk. We'll take the hooves.
So he's gonna get as much meat out of this cow and
milk.
salt it. Alright, he's gonna need to. He doesn't have the salt, so he's gonna need to purchase that.
Ooh.
Actually, maybe that's hard to come by.
I think it's
Salt's
probably expensive.
It's exotic, highly valuable for this exact reason.
Charm. Should we try trading him some lead? Get the lead currency started.
We don't have any right now.
I've got apples. Unless you want to turn something bigger into lead.
No. I just realized, I think
Bullet to the head.
I do have a copper piece that's lead.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay.
So I've got a little lead ingot. But he's not gonna... What's he gonna do?
Alright, I'm just gonna try and charm this person. Who are we talking to?
A milkman?
You've not
Milkman?
approached anyone.
Oh. A butcher.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
the
salt
salt
guy.
guy.
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Salt guy.
Okay, I'm gonna
You
try.
find Creparian.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and charm him. That's a big fail.
Okay.
Let me see what that is. Hold on. It's all up. I lose the spell for the day,
Okay.
and it's just a failure. So nothing bad happens.
Um,
zeros.
Well, we'll just say the net effect is he doesn't like the cut of your gif. Like he's like, enough of that. I don't like that. The weird gesture.
Trying to charm him again?
The
Yeah.
salt guy, yeah.
Yeah.
Just charm every
Okay.
merchant.
Yeah, I tried.
To purchase salt, which the farmer knows how much he'll need to sufficiently preserve the meat. The man says that will be 3 gold pieces.
Is that cheaper than buying rations? Probably for
I
like
think so.
For an
Yeah,
entire,
since we have
an
the
entire
cow.
cow.
That's pretty good.
That's a good deal.
Yeah.
We can sell it.
Okay, I'll
Okay.
pay that.
And think of the milk too.
Yeah, we gotta get the milk.
For a couple days.
It's gonna be good.
So you're in
milk?
intense milking
We're
session.
milking the cow and then
before-
we're killing it.
Why are we killing the cow? Oh, to
For,
eat it?
for
Rations.
Yeah.
Milk's not gonna last very long.
We're gonna have a milk party.
Milk party.
The party
the
wagon.
most out of this
We
milk.
can have it. We can have it in town with all of your good friends.
Yeah.
We can share the milk.
Oh my god. It's like Goro. Why are you looking at that when we're talking about
Why
milk
guys-
and
yeah,
stuff?
It's fucking Mortal Kombat Goro.
Is that the salt guy?
That's
After I
man.
failed to charm him?
No.
I could put his ass to sleep and we could just take the salt.
Things have been going so smoothly up until
Yeah,
now.
I
It's
know.
like,
arrested
But I
before he
like
can
magic.
It's just. Well, you can't even cast it anymore. So.
Well, not charm, no.
Oh yeah, you said sleep. I guess.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, we can just give him.
All right, let's just hurry up and get out of town so I
Yeah,
don't fuck everyone over with spells.
You fuck all of us over for
Yeah,
your spells.
exactly. Thunderstrucking and stuff.
Yeah. And you're commanding people.
Turning all vegetables into ash.
Is that what happens when you charm?
Nothing. I got lucky with that one.
It is pretty lucky.
The only thing I could do without consequences is read magic. Everything else is really
Which
bad.
is without consequence.
Yeah.
I'm just setting up my chance encounter table. I need like 2 more minutes, so create final plans
Can I
if you wish.
forest walk?
No way. What is
What
that?
force walk?
What the fuck is that?
What is that?
Patron bond.
Oh, with your elf land.
I have invoke patron and patron bond, King of Elfland. I just don't remember if forest walk was
That's
an immediate thing, or is that like if I roll,
No, that's
that
if you
spell.
got the spell, the patron spell.
which I don't have yet.
But you do have the patron bond or the invoke patron
Which
thing.
does what for me?
So the most basic effect gives you +4 to your next attack, saving throw, skill check, or spell check. That's pretty good.
That's still pretty good. Yeah.
Above that, for next few rounds, anything you hit with your weapon must succeed on a will save or succumb to magical sleep.
Say again. Oh, that's just a next up effect.
Yeah.
Okay.
The effect up from that allows you to fade from existence. Your AC and reflex saves improve by 2.
That's not as good as I thought for fading.
With a
from
successful will save, you can turn invisible.
existence. Oh, okay. That's kind of cool.
But if you roll if you roll a natural 1, you vanish into the Fey realms, never to return.
Never to return.
Never to
You're
return.
done.
Out of
You're
a
no
D
longer
character.
relevant to the
Out,
campaign.
out of a D20?
Yeah.
There's a 1 in
5%
20
chance. Yeah.
of just being gone.
Yeah.
What is the benefit
Incredible.
of this thing?
Incredible.
What?
What is the benefit of?
You can turn invisible.
Seems insanely risky.
It does seem pretty risky.
Those odds are way too high.
Never return.
I mean, that's DCC. Step up from that.
Gone. No, I'm kidding. No, it was a 17.
You
That
can
looked like
step
like a
back
win.
in time a number of
God.
rounds.
It just went like, God. So that's terrible to think about. Just one roll of like,
Just like no new character time.
Oh my god, with this one, if you hit somebody with your weapon, they vanish into Elfland, returning to the mortal plane 5d 100 years later.
Whoa!
It's pretty good.
It's another way to be non-relevant to the story unless somehow you guys like.
I mean, all these effects are pretty cool. It's just, you really have no idea which one you're going to get.
yeah. It's like, why would that ever come up unless you're just really like in dire situation?
Yeah,
It's
basically,
like,
yeah.
What's gonna happen? Just,
Right, I need help.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. That's what
That's
it's
kind of
for.
cool. Which is basically what mine is as well.
Okay, I've got results for 1 through 5 and 11 through 20, so I'm almost there.
And I still have another random language.
You should.
Let's
We
roll
can
it.
decide on that.
Oh.
D100.
$53.
Hobgoblin.
That's not bad.
I mean, I know Goblin, you know Hobgoblin. We got our bases covered.
Dawn knows
Dawn.
Knob Goblin.
Yeah.
Knob goblin. Oh my god.
What are you determining?
This is my travel encounter table.
Oh.
Dun,
Yeah.
dun.
Did we get the meat? It's all
Did
good.
we get
The milk and the meat.
The milk and the meat have been acquired.
Alright,
Okay.
are we milk partying?
I mean, on the road or in town?
I mean, we probably have too much to consume on the road, so I feel like we can invite some dear friends.
How much milk do you get from one cow?
Buckets full.
Multiple buckets?
I'm pretty sure, like, out of one cow, yeah, like if you milk a cow, there's milk's getting everywhere.
We're gonna find this out.
milk it?
I think it's a huge quantity. It's
Most
a really
dairy
big
cows are
animal.
milked 2 to 3 times per day. Oh my god.
Don't cows.
On average, a cow will produce 6 to 7 gallons of milk each day. So that's like...
Do you guys know there's like a
It's like
joke,
3
there's like a
gallons we're
joke
gonna
in the
get.
Monster Index, the Troll Lord? You see these guys? They're like dwarves.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
They're like nerds.
Nerds.
Yeah.
I don't think
Yeah.
3 gallons is that much.
It's just enough
3
for,
gallons, that's 3 jugs.
just for a,
That's 3 jugs of milk.
A
just
cow
for-
that is milking eats about 100 pounds each day of feed. Holy shit. Good thing we're getting rid of this cow. That is a money sink.
Yeah.
wow.
The cow actually was probably starting to get a little skinny by the time you
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dust coming out.
Dry squirts.
Tries.
Powdered milk, man.
Well, we're done with this.
We have enough for a few glasses with dear friends.
I mean, 3 gallons is good for one milk party.
Yeah.
Party. It's like there's some undertext here.
Almost there. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be so good.
Well, actually, we didn't really. Did we specify whether it was a male or female cow?
It's a cow.
It's a good.
Okay, so it
Cows
is,
are all female.
well, then you're not going to get a whole lot of meat out of it.
What do you mean?
Because it's either a dairy cow or a beef cattle.
Well, hold on.
Yeah, maybe. I think you'd be better if you
Dairy
guys
cow
had beef
is
cattle.
still dairy cow is still pretty big, isn't it?
I don't know. Let's find out.
Can you
how
milk
much
it?
is that.
Is it just less milk? I thought a cow's a cow.
Cow's a cow.
I mean, there's like Holstein cows.
Well, yeah, we don't know what kind of cow this is.
I mean, and if it's a man cow, then
Well, I thought a man cow was a bull.
man cow.
Man cow. Cow versus what?
Well, it's either raised and bred for milk or for beef.
They just decide.
Although historically there was little distinction between the two, with the same stock often being used for both meat and milk
See,
production.
there you go.
So
We
yeah,
just have
so we're
something
going old
It's
school.
historic. It's
In
historic.
old school, yeah, this is back when D&D was real.
Yeah.
And there was only one type of cow.
Oh man.
Right.
And
Yes.
it produced both
Yes.
milk and beef.
That's right. Okay.
All right. Good stuff.
Goddamn Mert.
All right. So you've got your wagon. It is implied that Mert's party will be just trailing behind the wagon
Sure.
in the wilderness
We're forgetting about them.
with weather-stained cloaks, and they'll have to tighten their belts as they are not included on the ration. They'll have to forage for
Eat
food.
our
at
scraps that we leave in the road.
Just throwing behind the wagon. Oh my god. Alright. That's acceptable. You've purchased 4 adult horses from the Jarl. Will they also be eating the cow the cow flesh? You might need to buy
butts.
Oh god.
I mean, we can buy some like horse feed, right?
Yeah, I mean, we do have a big wagon. We can probably
Yep.
hold it. I mean, don't they graze in the fields and stuff?
Provided the conditions allow for
I'm just
that.
gonna cross out this cow here.
Yeah.
Yeah, or it's been crossed out.
Man, you're cow Mert.
Okay, so we'll buy a reasonable amount of feed that will get us to Stanton.
Okay. That is that's 340 miles.
What's this about people for the horses?
Yeah,
Or can they just
Uh,
eat grass?
I said that. But
Yeah, but there's
if we run into
insurance.
this wasteland,
Yeah, 5 silver pieces.
someone can pay that.
Yeah.
I'll pay that. I got it.
Bill, you missed our lead plan.
The lead plan.
We're gonna change the world economy.
You can turn
into a
everything.
lead-based one.
Everything is either gold or lead. No middle ground.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. Who is going to be at the reins? Who's going to be your wagon drivers?
Is there?
You want at least 2 up at the bench on the riding bench.
Here, I'll put.
Anyone have any?
I've got a wheat farmer. He has to have driven a wagon somewhere.
Maybe. I mean,
Maybe.
Or I've got a forester.
You did touch animals.
I've got a forester.
You just touch trees.
Trade trees, touch him.
Sounds like we have no one.
Wheat farmer, man. He's got. Look at this guy.
No
He's got a
one's
pitchfork.
specific.
I mean, what attribute would this depend on in a crisis? Agility?
Luck mostly.
Yeah, G, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I'm pretty agile.
I've got an 11.
I have
16.
That's pretty good.
done. None to speak of in that.
Okay. Your guy and Artemis.
Okay.
Seems confusing. Control
Artemis
4
and who?
horses.
What's the character name?
Finn.
You're the wagon or the coach drivers. Need to make a note of that. Is everyone else just riding in the compartment then, or would anyone else like to?
The compartment.
The compartment. Very crowded.
Stuffed in with the meat. The meat's in the main
Well, no, I mean,
compartment.
like
and
the-
back.
I mean, in the way.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Party wagon. Yeah,
So-
I think so.
Okay. According to the sign, you can just follow the King's Way all the way to Stanton, which is like a little highway.
King's Way is always
What could
good.
be
Yeah.
better?
So that should, in theory, prevent you from needing to make navigation rolls, provided you can follow the road. You should reach Cohagen before Stanton, according to the sign. So that'll give you a chance to stop off. But yeah, apart from that, doesn't look like there's going to be any inns or way stops for 240 miles. You may set a pace for your wagon riding. You can do steady, strenuous, or grueling.
Oregon Trail.
Breakneck.
Is that really wise? What rush are we in at all?
Breakneck.
I know.
Minimum rations. Try the fort.
No, we're in absolutely zero
No rush. We have nowhere. We don't belong anywhere.
standard. In fact, I just want to enjoy this wagon.
Yeah.
Just
What
I'm
was
gonna
the
put-
first two? Underneath grueling? Strenuous? Oh,
Steady,
Just
strenuous,
steady.
grueling. Okay.
Steady.
I'm gonna put the
break
380 gold in the smuggling compartment.
Okay.
in the what department?
If bandits murder you guys, they're gonna have to at least look for the gold. Okay. Okay. Steady pace. That's about.
What do we even want?
What can
Entertainment,
we
I
want?
think.
As adventure.
Just looking for a good time.
That's about 30 miles a day.
Okay.
So that'll be about 8 days till Cohagen. Alright.
All right.
30 miles.
That's fine.
There's 8 of you in the wagon. And you've got cow. You got your cow meat.
How much is a cow?
Alright.
Just gonna.
Oh yeah, I didn't look that up. I mean, that's not how much meat we got though.
Do we have any other food besides just cow meat?
No.
We're gonna have scurvy.
We can make
all
some
sorts
bread.
of shit.
We have salt.
Salt and meat.
Averages between 1,000 and 1,800 pounds.
That's a whole lot.
That is crazy.
But how much meat is out of that?
I know. I gotta.
So you can take off like 100 pounds for like the skin and hooves. So we're left
Oh,
with
that's
like
his food.
we're left with like 1,700 pounds of.
I don't
It's
know.
probably a lot.
You got a lot of. You got bones.
We're still
You got
talking-
organs.
We're probably still talking like
I
hundreds,
mean,
hundreds of
from a
pounds.
calf, they get 360 pounds of meat.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Way more than I thought.
Yeah.
Where the fuck are we gonna? There's no way we can put
So
all
maybe we
three.
couldn't even take it all. Maybe we actually had a beef party.
Meat and beef party.
No,
I'm
we
looking
can,
at
we
this
can carry it. We have like we have-
scientific paper on how much to expect from a carcass.
no, because we have an 8-person cabinet, and we have like 2.
The
3,
hot
4.
carcass, that's the term here.
Hot carcass?
Yeah. Hot carcass weight divided by live animal weight times 100.
It's like, man, I should go into agriculture just so I can use these terms on a
Hot
daily
carcass.
basis. Yeah, where's the hot
A
carcass?
hot
man?
carcass weight.
It's fun.
Okay, so I think we can expect about 450 to 500 pounds of meat.
Okay. And
So
you an
that's
average
a lot.
an average person eats 20 pounds of meat a day.
The average mert maybe,
Yeah.
but not.
And you've
average
got salt.
We
So
can chew on
I'll
flowers
just
or something.
simplify it. Your cow, the cow meat you have, will definitely cover you through Cohagen, even without any delays, or even with some delays, for the whole party.
Okay.
And then you might have some left over, but you'll probably want to get a few more things when you reach Cohagen. If Cohagen is still
how many
there.
days is that?
That's 8 days.
8 days. Holy
8 people.
shit.
We're eating good.
That's a lot.
Real good. Oh, I don't want to do the
What,
math.
a lot of meat?
How many people we got? 6?
8.
8.
We have room for 8.
We
You
have.
have 8.
Oh yeah, I
not
guess.
counting
Did any
Mercs.
of you leave any behind?
Mert's vapors.
I don't know.
No, we don't care about Merc.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't leave anyone with them.
I thought about leaving my bagger.
Now's the time. That's a lot of meat he's gonna eat.
That's
This
well,
guy's gone. He's no longer relevant. He just stays begging.
So is that going to be 7?
It's 7.
Okay, then that's. You could probably stretch it to Stanton after, with losing a guy.
How many men can we sacrifice?
Let's see. What do you say? 500
Is that what you're saying? 500
pounds?
Sure.
500 pounds.
Divided by 7. Divided by 8. Hold on.
Is that how you do math?
Yeah.
500.
That's we're eating 9 pounds each per day.
I think we'll be alright.
You have three. You
that's
have 3.
obscene.
You have 3 meals a day, though.
3.5 pounds each.
You think you can?
That's obscene.
You have no other food.
Just grass on the road to mix
Grass
this
on
in.
the
and
grass.
I didn't say it's run out in Cohagen.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah.
That's fine.
All right.
Okay.
It's like how many quarter pounders patty? Like half
It's
pound
just
patty.
it's one massive patty
When
in the bag, and
we
you just
camp,
pull a
you guys should be like foraging.
Each time we
That'll
camp,
help.
This big flopping piece of meat. This is for today.
No, that's for breakfast, Travis.
Yeah.
Then you repeat that again later.
6 half-pound burgers for breakfast. 6 half-pound burgers.
Okay.
Well, with no bun and
Yeah, but
once a day.
bunless.
Once a day, a wagon rider, one of the guys at the reins, gets to make the encounter roll.
Well, it's always gonna be you.
Okay.
I'm just your co-pilot.
All right.
What do I roll?
It's a d20.
fucking pounds.
I'm gonna actually have it modified by your luck, too.
I shouldn't be doing this.
Doesn't that cancel out then?
Is it still agility based with luck, or is it just luck?
It has nothing to do with riding skill.
Oh, okay. Then this is 17.
Okay. Your first day goes by with no encounters on the road. Nice and quiet.
Lucky man.
Just what we want.
I feel like I should roll now.
What's
With
the
a
worst
plus
thing?
1.
What's the worst that could happen?
Plus, I'll just be totally transparent. Plus is good.
Yeah. Okay.
The worst that would happen would be like a 1. That would be the worst.
Obviously.
You can guess.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Then I want your camping procedures. Run me through what you guys do each night that you make camp.
The foresters find some wood.
Yeah, I was in the Elf
Okay.
and Foresters off fine wood.
We eat our 3 pounds of meat.
Yeah.
Provided there's no swamp jackals.
Yeah.
I send my wheat farmer. He goes to look for berries.
Okay.
Yes, we
That's
get a
noted.
fire. We build a fire.
Yeah.
Let the horses go.
Just sleep in the wagon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we sleep in the wagon.
Gug can
Horses.
provide watch for a little while.
We need water.
You can let Gug sleep during the day. He doesn't have to
Oh,
do
yeah.
anything. Yep.
We pour water to the horses.
So I guess Gug can just keep watch the whole night.
Yeah, we gotta like get the horses to water.
But we can't
We
make
gotta
them drink.
They gotta reach water.
So we always have to find water every day?
single day.
That's how horses
Every
work.
day?
That's how horses work.
No
They
way.
need water.
Really?
On the Oregon Trail?
Every day?
Where they?
Every day they had to end near water.
Where the?
No
How are
way.
they
You're
gonna live?
talking out your ass.
Maybe they didn't need
You don't
to
have to
end
end,
the
you
day,
just
but
gotta find
at
some
some
water
point during
some
the day you
point
need to
during the
reach
day.
water.
Okay.
Like,
That's more
otherwise,
reasonable.
horses.
They had to have
humans.
containers.
Humans need water.
Every day?
Every goddamn day.
What the hell?
These horses are like
No, but you
pulling
must,
this thing
you
up.
must be able
I
to
think
store
you
it.
have to be able to miss a day.
No, think about this.
Like, yeah, we have to have
You must be able
containers
to,
of water.
You must be able to put water in a container, and if you put water out in front of a horse, they're probably going to accept it. Like,
What-
they don't have to drink out of a natural
Right.
stream.
What did we keep the milk in?
Imagine a stable.
I'm not gonna drink
What-
out of water.
what if you
horse
keep-
water?
Yeah, like if you put a horse in a stable, they're not taking that horse to a
Well, they
stream.
got a
Right, they
trough.
have a trough.
Exactly.
Right.
Do we have a trough?
No, but we've got
We
sacks.
can
We're
fashion
just gonna
one.
like spit at this fucking horse with our sack. He's gonna drink that.
You just prop the sack open, or you put it up to their mouth like food.
Okay, I'm not a horse expert.
Clearly,
Just
I'm
put it
not
in
gonna
their,
argue
you know,
about
their
it.
mouthpiece.
this
just
is a
put water in it.
ridiculous conversation we're having.
I'm just
Like an Elven Forester from D&D times would just know how to do this. Like, I'm sure.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
Is he feeding
you
horses?
think you're overthinking it.
Okay.
In the olden days, people would just
But
know how to do
the
this.
point is, during our travels, we will find water
Okay.
and we will store it.
Perfect. Works for me.
They don't have to drink from a pond every day.
Every day.
God
Imagine
damn it.
getting this horse to suck on this bag.
Suck on this bag.
They'll suck.
Your hand off.
They'll suck, man. That's what they were built to do.
Okay. Your first day passes peacefully.
Nice.
You wake up the next day. Gug grumbles and goes to bed.
Mm-hmm. All right.
So we'll just say we'll assume Gug's your night watchman.
Oh yeah.
He does have the dwarf vision, which helps.
Yep.
Is he nocturnal?
He is now.
Yeah. Artemis told him that's what he gets to be now.
He's a devoted friend.
He
But
is.
only be awake at night.
Gug's perpetually charmed. It's the only NPC Artemis ever has to roll for. He wouldn't even need to have.
He replaced
charmed.
Sloopy.
Oh, yep. Okay. Okay, second day of travel along the King's Highway.
Here we go. 5.
There we go. Something might happen.
Something might happen.
Might not find a pond today.
Horses die instantly. If the clock strikes midnight.
There's a pond today. He disintegrates.
It's turned to dust, man.
So you're running 30 miles a day. Okay. Alright. By sundown, you're not quite sure how this happened.
Oh no.
But yeah, it never was really apparent to either one of you as you were traveling along, but you've quite lost track of the road.
Wow.
So you're lost. Now the sun is quite low, so you can just either attempt to make camp here, or try to find the road with the lighting conditions not being the best.
Which cardinal direction were we headed? East?
Yep.
Well,
I mean, we can just figure this out tomorrow, right? We don't need
We
to
could
risk.
be in some like swamp jackal territory.
You're right. We
This
should
is the
figure out
swamp
where we
Is
are.
there a
Jackal's
big
territory.
tree nearby?
Yeah.
Anyone want to climb it?
I'll send Dobbin up a tree.
There you go.
Dobbin's
What
going
do
to
you
attempt to climb the
expect?
tree.
Is that your main?
No, that's not.
I mean, I do have spider climb, but
My level 0 forester.
For this?
it would do the thunderstruck thing, which would probably bring some swamp jackals.
Attract all the dogs.
So
Yeah, Dobbin's gonna scramble right up.
All those swamp dogs.
Or I'll tell him.
What's
to.
his background?
Elven forester.
Okay. You can make a train skill check to climb the tree.
You have D10?
D20.
Excellent.
Yep.
What the hell does the trained part do?
Unless you roll a D20.
That makes sense.
Yep. Modified by strength.
15.
Okay. You're at the top of the tree.
What is
You
it, bird
effortlessly just.
What do your elven eyes see?
Okay. Are you looking for anything in particular?
He's looking for the road.
You spot the road.
Perfect. Done deal.
It seems you've come into a little bit of a valley, which cut off your view of it. But it will be simple for you to lead the team to where the road is from your position.
Good man, Doc.
Okay. So now you're gonna lead the team to the road, or you're gonna keep this information yourself. You tell them this way. Go deeper into the
Trail.
and then you cut the ropes to the horses.
Tempting to betray.
And then ride.
Very tempting to betray.
It is. That's the.
Dobbin will lead the party.
Okay. Dobbin takes you back to the roadside, and you find a very pleasant campground.
Good.
Okay. Gug reports the next morning that there was nothing in the night.
Alright,
Okay,
perfect.
2 days. Day 3 of travel.
10.
Okay. One of the horses is acting up. Seems addled. Maybe it didn't get enough water. Maybe it got bad water. Maybe it's strained a muscle, but it's definitely not well. Who will attempt to treat the horse?
Oh god.
Could
I mean, Artemis is the smartest one here.
a cleric heal a horse? I don't think I can even heal.
With you talking about how they need bonds every day, I don't know, man.
I didn't say.
Cleric, I mean, maybe you pray, say prayer.
Lay on hands or something.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on what's wrong
I'm
with
gonna
it.
have to look at my.
It could just be like mentally.
Might mentally anguish. I mean, maybe you could get it to repent or something.
Yeah. Shame the horse.
Yeah. Or scare him saying, Mert will bring comfort to you if you do not start
I gotta
acting out.
find the. I haven't looked at my fucking cleric thing.
Well, I'm gonna examine it first
Yeah. Okay, see.
Okay.
within my brain.
Okay.
See if you can figure out where is it tight.
Yeah.
So you're just gonna give like an anatomical inspection.
Yeah. I'm just gonna see if anything's broken or sprained or fractured.
Okay.
Like see if it like winces or anything or.
Yeah. It's untrained, but fortunately you have good intelligence, so you may roll a d12.
I can lay hands on things.
Yeah, I bet you can.
Well, I think that's cocked.
Okay.
So cocked. Nice. 14.
Okay. Well, you make a deft inspection and find that some brambles have been caught in one of its hooves. And with a steady hand, you'll be able to remove them. And yeah, otherwise you risk getting kicked by the horse if you're clumsy.
That could
Yeah.
end me.
So someone with a steady hand can attempt to remove the brambles.
I'll attempt it.
Okay,
We do have a cleric on hand
if you get kicked by the horse, yeah.
Just heal the brambles into its flesh.
Yeah. that would be sad for the poor horse. All right, Thomas, this is just a straight up agility DC.
17.
Nice.
Okay, you're able to take them out of the hoof in the direction at which they went in, and you cause no further damage. The horse kind of, you see it make testing motions, and it looks like it can put weight on it again, and it's never spooked in the whole process, so you don't get kicked.
Good horse.
All right, you guys make camp on your 3rd day of travel.
It's gonna be a shame when we turn it into gold.
Yep. The next morning, Gug reports to say there was nothing in the night. 3 days in.
Good.
4th day of travel.
2.
What is it?
Well, if you want to be technical, it was a 1.
Okay.
But not a math.
But with luck,
But
it's a
with
2.
luck.
But yes, literally.
Modified, it's a 2.
Yeah, it's a 2. Oh god, this is we're trying to avoid.
We're getting.
Should have never left town.
We're getting marauded.
Why didn't we go breakneck?
Breakneck pace.
That would have been probably 50 miles a day.
Just have the horses drop
Yeah.
dead as soon as we get there.
We made it.
Hot carcasses.
Hot carcasses.
No, we're gonna be hot
They
carcasses.
have to drink while they run. Where's that? There's like spraying water on them.
Breathing
They
in
have
it.
to try to suck the moisture
No ponds here.
into their lungs. Two are sleeping, two are running.
That would be impressive.
There's a table. You don't even have your mert with you.
Yeah, our main combat.
You
ally.
can perform deeds.
Yeah,
He's like twice as hard as us.
yeah.
Okay.
But you have choking cloud. Don't forget.
If I do that, I have to dedicate the soul of the target to my patron.
That's good. What's wrong with that?
I guess that's fine.
I mean, yeah. That's,
What do we care about their
Yeah,
souls?
their souls are their own.
Yeah.
They're
That's
soulless.
As far as we care.
As far as we care.
Okay. As the day's winding down, you anticipate making camp. But a sound that both of you couldn't confirm for the longest time, but now has grown unmistakable, is the sound of hooves on both sides of your wagon.
Hooves?
Yes, closing in on you from both sides.
The nerve. We got 4 horses. You got 2?
Well,
Well,
no,
you
could
don't know
be
that.
could be multiple on both sides.
We should take a peek. I mean, we're out in the open.
You're
I'll just
on the
turn.
highway.
We could have the horse
Well,
just
let's
suddenly
turn
stop.
and see what we're looking at first.
Okay, fine.
So you're gonna attempt to turn the wagon.
No, I mean,
no,
just
we're
like,
just
I just
turning
want to
our
look.
Okay. You see now converging in, both of you looking on both sides, in a well-coordinated display, you see what appears at first to be men on horseback, but upon closer inspection, the upper torso is a man, while the lower half is a horse, and they wield bows and curved swords, and appear to have their eyes set on your wagon as their quarry.
How many did you say on each side?
Yeah.
There are 4 on each side.
Holy shit. We are fucked.
Yeah, that's really bad.
We are fucked. Okay, I gotta open with sleep then.
I forgot to buy a short bow.
Yeah, you realize all these things you want.
Fuck.
Extra wagon wheels. Oh
We
god.
had
all these things.
God damn it, we had milk and 5 pounds of meat and I forgot to buy a bow.
You should all have had
We're not
no-
thinking about combat.
No,
We're just
no.
trying to be rich.
Damn it, I literally have no ranged
Try to
weapons.
have nice,
I have literally no ranged weapons.
friendly time in the
Okay.
forest.
I'm opening
dude,
with
it's got
sleep.
camping
All right,
trip.
well, we're gonna have initiative. No. Yep. I didn't give them surprise against you, but you don't get to do surprise either.
Where all of us did.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to choke them all out.
Choke them out.
Send them all to hell.
That would be great.
Or
You
Zordon,
get a lot of
whatever.
XP from that.
Zard.
Send him to Zordon.
To the gate of
Okay,
Zard.
I'm rolling initiative for each side instead of 8 different initiatives. I've made my rolls.
Something.
For now, just roll initiative for your leading characters. We'll assume that they'll be the primary.
Modified by agility. 12.
Okay.
13.
8.
So right now, the centaurs are going probably at a speed of 10 feet faster than the slow gait of your wagon. But keep in mind that if you were to leave the wagon, you are also in motion right now, and so, you know, it'd be a little tricky to, like, jump off or something of that nature. As for those inside the wagon, you will have obscured sight unless you somehow are... If the centaurs come to the rear of the wagon, or you just jump off the wagon itself and fight them in the open field. Various martial and agility rolls will be more difficult unless you bring the wagon to a stop.
Should we bargain with them?
I really don't feel like that much more powerful than level 0.
I should have equipped my men.
I don't have any.
7 HP, like 2 arrows, I'm dead.
I have 3.
Well, maybe they'll be dead.
Oh my god. Your main character has 3 HP?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Okay,
You are fucked.
I don't have any ranged
What do you
weapons.
think they're interested in? Beef?
Friendship, maybe.
You think I should
You could
charm
turn them
them?
into friends.
I could probably charm a good chunk of them.
I can use.
Put 'em to sleep.
I could try to use my word of command to command.
That's
them.
a decision. Either sleep or charm.
Or command.
Sleep later, because that puts you to sleep, right? So
Well, I'd become sleepy.
can you still?
I could
do
still
stuff?
probably shoot a bow.
Oh.
So it's not worth
That's not too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might as well put some to sleep. I
Right-
think
right
they
off the
don't.
bat.
I don't think they really want to be friends. It's not going to work that well.
These guys
Well, I
don't
mean,
seem
they don't
friendly
have a
to me.
choice in the matter.
Oh, actually, then that's a good idea. They might protect us from the other ones.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
then you should
You
try
can
it.
put them against each other. Okay. Who goes first?
Who had the highest initiative among the players?
Me.
Well,
It's your
13.
it's your turn.
Nice. Okay, I'm gonna use Charm Person. Spell burn 5 points of stamina.
Okay.
Does that affect your HP?
It affects his stamina.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be weak.
That is 23.
Versus will, or oh no, that's just your spell roll,
That's-
and then he gets
yeah,
to make
the
the
will
will
save.
save. Okay.
Oh, it's 1 point off.
From the
From-
super.
Yeah, from
yeah.
being much better.
Okay.
Can I burn luck on a spell? Huh?
Yes.
Oh, do it.
Now luck is harder to recover for him than the stamina,
Yeah.
because you need to do like service to your patron deity or other things like that.
But
to
I'm gonna do it.
Okay. Then you get the super.
Because it still leaves me at +1 luck.
Yeah, no, burning 1 luck is like the perfect thing
Yeah.
to do. Yeah.
Okay. So then I can charm 5 of them. It's much better. And they have to make, each one has to make will save versus 23.
Okay.
Or 24 now.
Alright. I already failed the first one, so I'll give that as credit. Or I made 1 roll, so that was a fail.
They wouldn't attack a dear friend.
No, never. Never.
They would.
They would try and defend the dear friend.
Yeah. The enemy of a friend is an enemy. Maybe.
I can definitely see you getting all 4 on the side you're looking at.
Mm-hmm.
But there's 2 groups of 4. That's why I'm just trying to think of like how that spell would also affect. I mean, I suppose it doesn't really matter.
Range is 120 feet.
Okay, then you just kind of just turn around and go to this left. Okay. I've applied your charmed effect to 5 of them. And now
Okay.
what is the
What's their intelligence?
their will save is +1, so is that a 13?
Okay.
Yeah, we'll say 13.
Alright, then it's 1 week. They're
Okay.
my friends. And they are my devoted friend.
Okay.
They will not do anything that's suicidal,
Nope.
but otherwise they have all their full normal functionality.
Okay, well, at the very least, that guarantees none of them will attack you, and likely those ones will not attack the party that you are with.
Yeah.
Whether or not that means they'll also attack their kindred, that's
I
a
mean,
bit
can
of
I shout like, "Oh, defend my friends"?
You can.
Okay, then I'll do that.
Okay. All right, you've made your opening move.
It's pretty good, I think.
Yeah.
Better than you could do, Phil.
You don't know that.
Okay. Who's next?
Lead
on the
him,
players?
lead him to a pond.
I had 12.
It's you.
I don't
It
know.
is you.
I know not what to do quite now, but
Well,
You said you could do better.
Still
Probably
3
won't-
hostiles.
you won't want to antagonize the side that. Although it would be difficult for you to know what exactly is going on because you're riding in the back. But you have a field of view outside the back of the wagon, and you can see like the ends of the groups on both sides. So you definitely would have a clear shot at like the one at the back of either column.
Alright, well, I'm going to try to shout a word of command.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say like, flee. So let's see here. Be be DC check. So
You should flee. I think.
You should flee.
so the creature says I speak a powerful word. Creatures hearing the word are bound to obey. However, they roll will save versus my spell check. So will save versus 8.
Okay. This affects how many creatures?
It just says creatures.
So
When
like
you
anyone
roll
who
an
can-
8, it's a failure.
No, they have to roll will versus.
But 1 to 11 is a failure.
We'll just be
Yeah.
a failure,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
Damn it!
So
I didn't even think about that.
your voice is just carried away by like the movement of the wind.
Great.
That's it.
Alright, there's me.
Yep.
It's me. I'll try to cast Choking Cloud on the remaining,
Okay.
on the unhappies.
Yes. You risk. It's impossible to really tell on the opposite side which one's charmed of those. So you'll basically risk just hitting the one charmed one on that side, but you have to accept that risk.
Yeah,
Okay.
he'll understand.
Okay.
Shit, if I failed that spell, I think I get penalized by my god.
I don't actually know what I'm supposed to do because I didn't write down.
Well, I'm looking at it.
What does it want from me? A D20?
Well, yeah, modified by your int. And you can spell burn. Not anymore.
It's too far gone.
Yeah, once you roll, yeah.
So 2. Actually, with. Oh, yeah, 2. It's 2.
Okay.
Then it's just you
Nothing.
lose the spell for the day
Yeah.
and you fail.
Alright.
Okay. The characters have gone. What were your exact words to them? Defend me, friends.
No, defend my friends.
Oh, defend my friends.
Are you
Okay.
calling them friends or? you
No, I was
defend
gesturing to
us?
the wagon instead.
Okay.
I mean, as long as I survive. You know. You two both didn't exactly shine.
I don't have to shine.
And if I failed, I think we'd be
We all die.
we'd be pretty fucked right now.
Alright.
Yeah, because I have nothing to attack with.
We're all
You've
just.
got a mithril sword though.
Yeah,
You took from that dying guy.
I did. I should have simply bought a longbow. Which I meant to do, I just forgot.
Okay, the 3 remaining hostile ones fired with their short bows.
Oh God.
Each one of those.
No,
I know.
one went to each. It went to Phil in the back, and then one to each of the riders. And I rolled 14 for all 3 rolls.
Oh
Well,
God.
What's everyone's armored class?
9.
10,
12.
Okay.
We're fucked. What's your HP?
8?
That's pretty good. You'll probably
We're
survive.
level 1. So.
So is he.
Okay. 3 damage, 7 damage, 4 damage.
Oh.
I'm at -1.
Okay.
I have to look that up now.
He rolled max damage for you, Phil. I'm
Wow.
sorry. Yep.
Well, he managed to not kill me.
That's true. Oh, the elf just. Just crap.
Okay.
This was the roll 1
This was
encounter,
the one,
Jacob,
yeah.
so this is the toughest one.
Invoke patron.
Okay. There is a chance of saving a dead character.
Yep.
So technically you are dead.
I'm technically dead.
Yes.
Yep.
But if you're healed very quickly, such as with the cleric's,
He'd have to use lay on hands on
He can do it.
I believe
you.
I
He'd
did.
have to get out of. He'd have to come out of the wagon to
Like
get
into the
on the
front.
riding
you
bench.
have 1 round.
Oh,
All I need.
If
I
you are
got 1
healed
round to
on
hit you.
the next round, you're just healed per the result of the lay on hands check.
Perfect.
So it's from 0
We got
up. If you're not healed by the second round, I guess you're dead.
it. Okay, that's alright. Well, I'll be healed.
Okay. The other 5 now are going to attempt to.
Even if he does save you, you suffer permanent physical trauma.
Like, what does that mean? Like a cool
Permanent
scar?
loss of 1 point of stamina. And a terrible scar.
Oh, and that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
It builds character.
Yep.
You'll have a hatred of scimitars. centaurs and ranged weapons from this day onward. Yep.
Oh,
There's more.
if we win the fight, like there's still someone here, and we get your body within an hour, you get to make a luck check as we like roll over your corpse,
Like
to see if you were just knocked
saved.
out or something.
What is your
If I'm not saved in a round,
Right.
Yeah.
Is this Finn?
is it the same outcome? Yeah.
Okay, good. We're the same alignment. That works.
Yeah. Except it's a -1 to strength, agility, or stamina, determined randomly.
Alright,
Okay.
let's-
He'll get to you.
Yeah.
Yep.
He'll get to you.
The centaurs will fight the other centaurs again.
I'm hoping.
I'm doing basically, this is a little bit of an abstract, so I'm doing kind of opposed attribute rolls for them, just kind of warding away the other centaurs. Fortunately, he did charm who was the leader of this war group, so that's going to help.
Nice.
Okay, they rolled pretty well. Okay. You guys hear just a lot of like chattering amongst the centaurs in their own little cant.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, and you see them kind of like driving off into the woods rapidly. Now is one group of 8, and it looks like they're withdrawing from the battle.
That's pretty good.
Yep. So for the next round, we'll just start with Phil because this is important for Thomas's sake. You'll basically need to like. You're gonna need to like dive out of the wagon or something.
Wait, are you on the ground?
I think we're still moving.
He's in the riding bench.
Oh,
He's on the riding bench and you're in the wagon.
Slooped.
okay. So I just have to leap forward, sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's gonna be potentially you could potentially fall off the wagon and take damage.
You will die.
Yeah, and then if you
You'll
die,
die.
then that'll be
But then we could still save you with
yeah.
luck.
So there is a risk.
Potentially.
There's a risk
You're
of
not
that
gone.
happening, but if you pass the DC, then you can lay on hands, Thomas, this round.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna attempt to jump at him.
Okay.
Don't
It's
fuck up.
it's an agility DC 10,
There you go.
and you can just roll the raw D20 for this. Otherwise, you're gonna take a D4 fall damage off the
Always
wagon.
luck
Which will kill you.
Yep.
What was it?
You rolled a 2.
That's a 2, not natural.
Okay.
Do you have
you can roll the
agility?
You can roll the
He has 1
D4.
HP left.
But do you have agility? Hold on, how much luck do
Yeah,
you
I
have?
have 7 minus 1.
Roll your
He's
D4.
fucked.
You have to spend every single point of his luck to reach 10.
Not even. I won't even get to 10. Or I guess I would. Can a man
Be
live
a
with
man
0
with
luck?
No, I don't think you can have 0.
I don't think you can go to 0. I think 1's the lowest.
no way to
You're
get
fucked.
DC 10, I would die
Yeah,
anyhow.
you're
It's
fucked.
just-
No way to
Here we
get
are.
it.
I
So-
take 2 damage,
No,
-1.
he's
Okay.
-1.
So the encounter's over. 2 dead characters.
I just killed myself for no.
But there's a chance that
Jumped
when
out the
Artemis
wagon.
turns over both bodies, there's actually still alive. So
Oh
Okay. let's do the.
Laid myself.
Yep. The
Yeah.
deadliness of DCC is
Yeah.
Can you
incredible.
use
I can
luck?
put you to sleep.
Euthanize.
No help necessary.
One benefit is now you cannot get this encounter on the encounter
there
table.
you
Their
go.
lowest one, your lowest possible result goes up 1.
There you go.
So-
But we handled that encounter like
Really well.
quickly and as
Yeah.
good as
Yeah.
we could.
As good as it could have
And
There
you're
were
gonna
possibly
get
been.
only 3 attack rolls.
and you're gonna get XP.
And yet
But
2
let's
out of
see if
3
you
of us
guys.
died.
Let's see if you guys.
Oh
All
my
right,
Well,
let's
let's see if we really die.
So what's the luck mechanic?
Okay,
That's
I mean,
insane.
All right.
2 of us
You
died.
just have your mithril.
I didn't even have a chance
You're-
to draw it. I was just still had my hands in the reins. I was just,
Okay, it
alright.
just says if a character reaches a dead ally's body within 1 hour, the dead character may make a luck check when his body is rolled over. On a successful check, the dead character is badly injured but is not permanently killed, and the
Okay.
ally is able to keep him alive. So it doesn't specify a number, but I assume it's 10.
Who rolls?
I mean,
the
you
luck?
could make it higher, I guess, if you wanted to be a bit more cruel.
What's the What? How far are you guys below negative?
I have a 0
I'm
mile.
at -1.
You're at negative
Oh,
1
You're
HP.
at -1.
Oh, I'm at -1, yeah.
You're both at negative 1 HP. Exact. Okay, then DC 10 for your luck. It is modified by your luck, though. So for Thomas, it's a little bit harder.
Alright.
What was that?
10.
It's a
But minus 2. So
Yeah,
I need to
so
burn 2 luck.
Ooh,
Can't burn
I
luck
don't
on
think
this.
you can burn luck on this.
I'm sorry.
Well,
The
I'm
elf
gone.
has perished.
Sucks.
What's that, Phil?
19.
Okay.
It's a bit more favorable.
Roll a d4.
4.
Okay, so what are the 4 stats that could be
It's
minus
just
1?
strength, agility, or stamina.
Oh, okay. You lose 1 stamina, Phil, permanently.
That would have been better.
I lost the wrong friend. No.
Yeah, it was so
Love you
uneventful. Like, you're just like, what's this?
You were murdered. You were murdered by a centaur
Came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It wasn't even like that. It was just like,
It was just 1 shot. Yeah.
one straight shot.
The cleric he was like trying to put his hands on you, and he just fell off the way. Yep.
Oh, I can't believe it.
Deadly.
Damn.
All right. Thomas has how many characters do you have now?
I shouldn't have left it. I have 1.
You left the beetle behind.
No, I kept the beetle. I left the beggar behind.
Oh, the beggar.
Okay.
I could be an opposing cleric.
Yep. Well, I mean, he's shit, so.
The double dual cleric isn't necessarily a
It's
waste.
not the worst.
And you don't have to be a cleric with the beetle.
Oh,
that was just what you thought was thematically appropriate.
Yeah.
But you can be whatever you want.
Okay, I'll have to take a look at what
Yeah,
there's.
yeah. I'll give you the book.
Does he immediately sprout?
Sprout.
Like,
Um,
Yeah, your other dude just. Oh, I'm level 1!
We'll say he was examining the body of the dead elf, and like as he's like stooping down and like checking his forehead, like this elven like magic shoots out and affects the beetle, and he derives power from this traumatic experience. So in some way his death was his death was a catalyst for the beetle's ascension. So okay.
We don't have a thief.
The beetle could surreptitiously take the mithril
What's his
sword
stats?
and have
What's his stats about?
I'd be all
Not,
shit.
not about much.
It's all shit. Okay.
He's got 1 personality, and that's his only positive.
Well, that's all we need in this
Yes.
campaign, I
So,
thought.
He has
look at
4
the-
intelligence.
You can look at the character. There's the character table of contents.
He has
You
4
cannot
intelligence.
choose dwarf, elf, or halfling. Obviously,
Okay. That's pretty straightforward.
this guy has 1 HP, right?
My guy has 1 HP.
Yeah. I'm gonna upgrade it to 2 because this is a post funnel. He gets an extra 1 HP because it's a post funnel character.
What is my man on the ground?
This is just a small little bonus.
Oh,
What's
this
my man on the ground's
guy,
health at?
he has 1 HP. He's groggy for the next hour.
Okay, that won't be a
So
problem.
-4 penalty to all rolls. And he's got his permanent injury.
Permanent injury.
Yep.
What's my permanent injury?
Let's see. So you fell out of a wagon,
Yeah.
and you also took an arrow wound.
Yep.
So
body.
I'd like to think what happened is like the arrow was still in you, and then you like hit the ground and it like just snapped. Like,
In my knee.
sure, you can have like a torn
Arrow to the knee.
Yeah, just arrow to the knee. That's perfect. You'll never be the same.
He'll
Same
never
man.
walk again.
No.
Official campaign.
You get half XP per Centaur that withdrew. The party does. Although for Thomas it's halved because he had a beetle who was soaking that XP in. So Thomas, you'll level up to 1, and then you'll get half of the XP that the rest of the party does for this encounter.
Okay.
So you'll be a little bit behind, but not too bad.
What was the total XP then?
I'm calculating it. So how much is it to get level 2?
50.
50? Okay. And you guys are at like
We're at 14.
Okay.
I'm at 14.
okay.
It's a massive amount.
Yep. You get 8 XP for the encounter.
Oh!
And so Thomas, you'll be at 14 for your new character.
Okay.
Because it takes 10 to reach level 1, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
for getting there.
That 5 centaur charm was incredible.
Saved my life.
That definitely saved a TPK from happening. Yep. Yeah, the centaurs themselves, they can't take too much damage either. But again, they rolled terribly on initiative, 7 and a 1. So you guys had dominance.
We did.
But then my 3 attack rolls, 14, 14, 14. I'm like, oh boy, that's gonna be.
That's how it goes. Man.
And they could if the damage range was 2 to 7. So Thomas unfortunately had a very high chance of death from that. Only the lowest roll could he survive. Oh my god.
Okay.
It's pretty brutal.
Yep.
Let's continue adventuring then.
Yep.
The beetle speaks up. Says,
Crow.
that was a shame.
Yeah. I mean, we could bury the elf, I guess.
He won't be needing this on his funeral pyre.
Gug just nods approvingly, like, yeah.
The sword.
Although Gug wants to see if there's something he can loot off the elf.
I mean, sure, of course.
Yeah, what?
You can have his pound of herbs.
Okay, Gug will gladly take that.
Yeah.
Damn it! I'm turning all that shit to gold and lead.
Oh, fuck!
Oh, the
God
plan!
damn it!
Oh, it's over!
That
That
sucks!
was way more
You need to
critical.
be protected. You should have been in the smuggling compartment.
Just covered in
God
armor.
damn
I didn't expect it to be that.
Oh,
The best laid plans.
Yeah, that's actually really
New plan.
sucks.
New plan.
That's the whole
Yeah,
campaign.
So much
Just
money.
Hey,
A random arrow.
He did create
Dead.
the famous golden shirt.
Yeah,
He did.
He funded
I mean, that
this,
created-
He funded this adventure.
That
killed him.
created tons of funding.
So
Yeah.
That was crazy.
I'm gonna try to lay hands on myself.
Whoa.
Okay.
You
So-
think you can do that?
I think so.
That's actually funny. That might be anti-cleric to like apply healing to your. It might not be.
I don't. Okay, so that's the thing. Like, you would think so, wouldn't you? So it just says, you may not heal undead animated objects, extraplanar creatures, or constructs.
Okay, it would have been much more emphatic if you were restricted not to heal yourself. So
Yeah.
I'm assuming your god's okay with you healing yourself in this
Yeah.
case.
I just need to not make.
to roll properly.
I just need to not.
Don't
make
hit
me.
the dish when you
The
roll.
dish
that
makes it
that does
go
a,
down.
that really hamstrings you.
Oh, that's unfortunately a failure.
Okay.
So nothing
It's
happens.
just gonna.
But my god does disapprove of me even more now.
Okay. Make sure you keep track of all
I am,
that.
because it makes it easier for him to smite me.
All right. You do feel. Which god do you worship?
Amun Tor, the god of mysteries and riddles.
Okay. You still do feel, as the cleric present, that you do owe it to your companion to do some sort of burial rite for him.
Oh, of course.
You could say no, I don't, and that's fine how you want to play
yeah.
it. But I'd say that would be something.
Theoden will do
Yeah.
just that. He brings out his shovel and remembers his days as a gravedigger,
Yep.
and
He starts digging.
he makes a gravesite for him
Okay.
and performs the funeral
Okay.
rites.
There is a small chance that you will die from the exertion of this, only with a 1 from a d20. So just don't roll a 1. Otherwise, you will die.
Whoa!
I'm just saying. I mean, I think it's noble that you're carrying through with this, but there is a chance.
Okay, I'm gonna try to lay hands on
Okay.
myself one more time before I do this.
That'll save you.
Okay. It's only
It
gonna-
will if he succeeds. I won't make him roll that.
It's a failure. My god disproves of me even more yet.
He's gonna smite you while you're
Smite
digging.
your ass.
You'll fall into the grave as you finish digging. No. It's
Okay,
not. You're not
I'm just
gonna roll
gonna
one.
start. I'm
digging
gonna.
your own
Okay,
grave.
here we go.
It'll be good if you actually bury him.
20.
20?
Whoa.
Okay, that's you finish digging the grave, erase all the disfavor,
Oh my. Okay.
recover full health,
Oh my. Whoa.
and anyone who's burnt luck can restore up to 2 points immediately.
Alrighty.
You feel you have like a cathartic revelation from digging this grave, and you feel that all of the bad luck in your life has just been erased by this life or death encounter, and you feel that from now on all the mysteries of the world will just be revealed to you in the good time of your patron god. So there, that's the benefit of a crit.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a thief. I think it's funny that like the technical term for the neutral thief is swindler. And like with my holy symbol, I feel like I am a swindler. I just use it
like
to
that.
swindle. Like
A
I did
very.
Like a fake cleric.
All right,
Like I did
I want to
with
see the
Scribe.
really
Yep.
important roll. You know what? You know of what I speak.
the HP.
Yep. But hey, you're starting from 2. You have
like
that
a D6.
Yep.
So is it minimum 2 at least?
Minimum.
Minimum
three.
3.
3.
That's a
Yeah.
D- that's
Which
a
is
D.
what he had.
Yeah. Yep.
So I can't be any
You
worse
want
off.
this?
Yeah.
Want that one?
I wish I did have 4. Oh,
There we
yeah.
go.
All right, now
7
I have,
club.
That's what
now
I'm
I
at.
have
Nice.
a viable character.
Yeah. Okay. Nice.
You're
So what's your alignment?
Neutral.
Okay, because that like determines all the thieving skills you get.
Yep.
which
I
is-
looked.
That's pretty cool.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It also determines how I can heal you.
I thought we.
Nice.
So that makes you good at sneaking, climbing, forging.
Forging documents.
Okay, well, that's
Climbing sheer surfaces for some reason.
and you get good at picking pockets. And,
Classic thief stuff.
yeah,
Yep.
I mean they all get. But he's not very good at disguising
Okay.
or backstabbing.
But when everybody is Artemis's best friend,
Yeah,
who
we
needs
don't
to
need
disguise?
disguise.
Yeah. Right.
Oh my god, the alchemy.
That was unfortunate. Just by a random arrow. I mean,
It wasn't
everyone
random. It was intended for you. It was. It had-
Perfect.
In a
It
way,
It was. Oh yeah. Yeah. No. It was Centaur
Like
raid.
just a stray arrow. I mean, it was
It's
aimed
not
at
straight,
me,
but
but
it was-
He
Yeah.
felt straight.
It was a
felt
stray
straight.
centaur band. I mean, they could have checked.
They
our
wanted.
trail.
Well, they wanted your horses, but then they also would have looted your
Yeah.
bodies and such. But they were drawn by the sound of your horses.
Yeah.
So yep.
How do centaurs feel about horses? That's a real question. Like to them, it's just
yeah,
like
is that like?
It's
You'd
like
have to ask them.
it's like another
Party.
centaur,
There's,
but
um,
instead of a torso and arms, it just has a
there's
big
basically
long
kind of
face.
Some party boys looking for some horses.
Centaur societies kind of divide into 3 groups: wild centaur, which is what you encountered, evil, and good. Like so, they basically depends what setting their cultures from. Yeah, it goes into all sorts of detail about them.
I mean, like to centaurs, horses would be like to us, like if there were these creatures that just had human legs and then a long face for the torso and arms.
Like a midget.
What?
Like a midget.
No, but it would just be like a really long-legged midget with no arms.
We wouldn't. fuck
What
with
is
those.
this? That's like an SCP. That's like an SCP arc right there. Phil, you should make that and submit it.
Like you got.
Oh man. Okay.
Is that how it would be?
Yeah, here, let me draw it out for you. It'll make sense.
Great.
I don't know.
This is a
Keep
birthday sketch. So that was the end of day 4.
Okay.
Gug keeps watch that night.
Recover 1 HP per day.
Yep. The only one who doesn't have to worry about recovering HP. Well, actually, Artemis is the only one who has to worry about that.
Yeah.
Because Thomas is a
That's
new
right.
character, and
he
had
has no worries.
and he had the miraculous recovery from the crit. So okay. So that was the end of day 4. Yes.
Yes.
Because you had nothing the first day, you got lost the second day, you had horse trouble the 3rd day, you had a centaur raid the 4th day.
It's getting rough
that's
out here,
pretty
man.
bad. Okay. All right.
We needed it.
Your load is lightened. Sorry.
Is your guy coming up on the?
Oh yeah, I'll be like, oh, what's going on over here?
It's rough up here. It's definitely safer inside the.
Carriage.
The
Yeah,
carriage.
The wagon.
Yeah, Cthulhu will protect me.
Nice.
Or my holy symbol,
Awesome.
Oh, Cthulhu Holy Symbol.
Oh
That's
my
great.
goodness.
if that's what it is.
It
Okay.
could be a Cthulhu.
Cthulhu's in the book.
It is in the book.
Although,
He is a neutral god.
like, worship by non-deep ones would usually be for cultists. He's not really
Probably.
a mainstream.
All right, I probably wouldn't have that.
I mean, it would be unusual. You'd get some odd comments.
I'd
from
want
people.
just like the
Understand?
typical light
Okay.
god.
There's-
or something.
There's a
Centaur.
table of gods. It's in the alignment section.
See, you see
It's
how
right before
horses
Cleric.
must look to centaurs? This is the
What
equivalent.
is this? Is not a centaur though.
No,
What is this?
You see, this is a centaur. This is a man. This
Yes,
is what a horse
yeah,
is
so,
to a centaur.
okay,
this
it's right
is
around. It's
th-
Why
this
did
is-
you put a horse in though?
because
Oh, I think it
it's
tells
the
you
same.
No.
Don't you,
You were trying to make.
actually go this
don't
way.
you see?
No, you were talking about a man
32.
with
Look,
only legs and a face. You didn't say a horse face.
But if
you just drew a reverse centaur. That's all you did.
No,
that's a reverse centaur.
What? This is like if a centaur comes across a horse. This is how he must feel if he were a man. This is the sort of creature you would imagine.
But we are not half horse.
Neither is he.
Yes, he is. That's the whole thing.
That's the whole point.
Well, what if
exactly what
I know,
it is.
but what if like to the centaur? What if the centaur came first and he didn't know about horse existing and he just came across him? He'd be like, what the fuck? If man didn't know about horses or centaurs, he'd come across a weird ass thing like that.
That wasn't your argument, though.
Hold on, let me study this.
There's too much horse. You drew too much horse in that analogy.
The analogy of seeing this would be like
that's. I mean, to a centaur, if a centaur had never seen a horse before.
The problem is we are not a half-person thing.
It's the other way around.
No, but to a centaur, centaur is like I'm a centaur.
We cannot relate.
No, we can't.
We cannot.
But let me explain. This analogy would work. A horse seeing a centaur would be like us seeing this thing. But since we are not a horse,
right?
This
That's
doesn't make
the
any
thing.
sense.
That's what I'm saying.
It's wild.
Fucking horses tonight, man.
Yep.
Okay. Can I roll again?
Yep.
That is going to be a 10.
Okay. You've rolled that before, so we won't have horse trouble again.
Why did you throw?
Just we are not we have no horse in ourselves.
But what if a centaur
if we saw a half horse, it would be completely foreign to our anatomy.
No.
The centaur at least understands the horse's anatomy.
No, if a centaur didn't know horses existed and he came across one of these,
they are still half horse.
No,
though.
but they don't know they're half horse. They just know they're whatever the fuck this is. If they came across
but it's
horse,
still if you
just be just like if we came across this.
But it could be you could drown a fish.
Yeah,
or something. Like I feel like you put in too much horse.
Like
That's what I'm saying.
Like so it'd be like us seeing a monkey or something. I don't know.
I'm done.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, like half monkey, half human.
Sorry,
if you had done that, then maybe you would have
Bigfoot.
strong.
A gorilla.
Okay. Yeah, mid-afternoon on the 5th day, you see 3 horsemen approaching on the road that you're heading in.
Like horsemen.
Men?
Horsemen.
Is that what we see? Did you ever see that?
You see men on horseback.
Right now?
Okay, thank you.
They're dressed.
We saw them the next day.
What is the odds?
Sorry.
They're dressed in similar fashion to the thanes of the Jarl in Hirot. So they're men of war. Although they definitely don't strike you as bandits, as they lower the pace of their horses as they approach your wagon, and they give you a wide berth as not to startle your own wagon horses. And
put them to sleep.
You could.
Just let them sleep, rob them, leave them for dead.
How do we feel?
Not like putting them to sleep.
All right.
What have they done?
Aren't you neutral?
I am. Does that mean I just
should do whatever I tell you?
No will of your own.
Are you evil?
Yeah.
I'm awful.
No, he's good.
What?
I thought he was pretty good.
Okay. Fine. I won't put him to sleep.
What are they, just horsemen?
Yep.
We should see what they want. Or maybe they don't want anything.
The foremost horseman calls out to you, and he says, "Hail, travelers! I am Hrolfdir. We are on patrol on the King's Highway, ensuring the King's peace upon the road."
There are centaurs about.
Centaurs?
We lost a dear friend to a centaur attack yesterday.
He, kind of involuntarily, his hand clutches a protective talisman he wears around his neck and says, "I'm sorry for your loss. You say they were from the direction you were coming."
That's correct. Came out of the forest, attacked us on the road.
Dark times. We have been making the ride to Hirot, all the way from Altstead. Do you have tidings from Hirot? We have heard there is a great beast ravaging the area.
Yes, we slew it.
You yourselves?
Indeed.
Well, then you should make your way to Altstead. The king himself has heard of the Hound of Hirot. I'm sure you might be given some sort of boon or granted an audience, perhaps.
Is it a big city?
Altstead?
Yeah.
The largest in the kingdom.
Well, that doesn't matter as much, since we can't make the lead currencies.
Mm-hmm. But big towns always offer.
Towns are fun.
Yep. So, at any rate, we will be wary as we make our way to Hirot. We bear some. Well, we have tidings for the Jarl there as well. We trust that he is well.
Last we saw. And what of Kohag and Stanton? Is all well there?
He says, yes, for the most part. Cohagen's been having a bit of a bandit problem lately. We ourselves were accosted by who we suspected to be highwaymen, but they decided we weren't worth the trouble, so I would advise caution on your final approach into Cohagen, to just be wary of anyone you meet just outside until you reach the town itself.
Noted.
Well, with that, we will continue on to Hirot. Thank you for the tidings.
And to you.
Okay, and they travel in the direction you came from.
They're dead men.
They're dead men.
They might be.
Those centaurs.
They are. I mean, they're 3 men on war horses, so they can go quite a bit faster than.
They're just like centaurs.
Yeah.
They are. They're horsemen.
They are horsemen. Yeah.
They exist.
Okay. You make camp that night.
Mm-hmm.
The next morning, Gug tells you he saw no one in the night.
Ooh.
Gug's just blind and short-sighted.
Okay.
No,
So you begin the 6th day of your travel. Thus far, you've traversed 180 miles.
Wow.
Nice.
Holy shit.
So you've got not too much further until you reach Cohagen.
I was about to ask what the hell you're doing.
19.
19? Oh, okay. You see at mid-afternoon a wagon similar to yours approaching you from the opposite side of the coming towards you on the road. You see a dwarf at the head of the wagon.
You will be our dear friend.
Oh no.
Hail!
Oh no.
Hello.
Always a pleasure to see fellow travelers on the road.
Likewise. Traveling alone?
Oh, I have a few attendants, and you see like another dwarf just kind of pop his head up next to him.
All alone, huh?
He says,
We're the bandits.
just a traveling merchant, you know? The wanderer's life.
And what exactly do you peddle?
Interesting things.
Oh.
I have a preference for non-mundane items.
I pull out the donkey.
A little donkey in a bottle. Well, would you look at that?
Is this interesting enough?
He draws his wagon as close as possible so that basically, like, the 2 riding benches are just across from each other.
Close.
He says, "May I?" Okay, roll a d30.
Holy shit! 2!
Okay. Perilously close to dropping the bottle and the little just. Ooh, he's still like almost, it's slicker in his hands than he thought, but he manages to hold on to it.
God.
Oh, he says, "I need to wipe off my hands here."
All this grease.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. That is quite interesting.
Mm-hmm.
How long have you had this?
It's passed down through my family for generations.
Okay.
It was a gift from the fairies.
You have a merchant background.
I'm a trader. Yeah.
Trader.
Tempting to betray.
Yep. So I'll let you roll a personality without as a trained bluff.
Okay. Crit.
Well, he will believe pretty much anything you have to say about this. Oh, I can't deprive you of your heirloom.
Well, money's tight.
I'm sorry to see that. I like to be a friend to the smaller kindred, acknowledging you as a halfling.
I like to find friends.
Well, my name is Gulk.
Artemis.
And pleasure. Well, I'd like to make you an offer for this, Artemis.
All right.
A generous one, I would think.
Mm-hmm.
He says, I can give you coin, or I can try to find one of my other exotic curios in exchange.
Well, it would certainly have to be pretty exotic.
He says, I'll take a quick look. He rummages around.
If I just put his ass to sleep. Take everything. Is he the only one here? He's just a traveling merchant?
Charm.
No, I think he has some attendants, but
Charm.
who cares?
Charm.
Why would I charm when he could be sleeping?
Say the centaur guy.
Hey, you see the book.
Doesn't he already just like enamored with like, or he's
Well, he said he'll pretty much believe anything he says about the
Yeah,
bottle.
he knows the value of this
Yeah,
bottle,
yeah.
but
He knows the deal.
So he wants to try to give a gift that is worthy of this bottle. And I think I know something fairly interesting about this. No, that's a little too crazy. Okay. Okay.
it's like a plasma rifle.
Oh my
Here,
God.
I've got
That'd
just
be
the
pretty
thing.
cool.
Pulls it out of a
Okay.
cupboard.
Is this 20? What die did you roll for your level 1 spells, May? Is that D26?
There is no. I rolled a D30.
Oh, and then you just subtracted.
I didn't do 28 and up.
Okay. Roll another D20.
Okay.
Time somehow look like you just like straight as
That is a 6.
I've reached Mortis.
Languishing.
What is that from? Or is that just a word?
It's from some campaign.
I think I tried to say like lounging or something, and I didn't know what language.
Yeah.
I just
Language, I think it was
just
like it's in
language.
severe pain or something like.
Just-
Oh, it's in agony.
it was one of the earlier ones.
Yeah, you
One
tried
of
to
your
say
other ones.
lounging like you were trying to be comfortable in your
It's
chair.
like
I
a
like
language.
As one does.
Okay. He will either offer you 250 gold pieces for the little donkey, or he will give you 50 gold pieces and a scroll.
Scroll.
Squirrel.
A scroll could be anything.
Yep.
I could decipher it.
No, you can't.
Not as well as Finn. Let me check my skills again.
Why would you be better at that than me?
What can you do?
I'm a wizard. I like the idea of a scroll.
I didn't take a picture of that table.
If he makes it 70 gold in the scroll, we've got a deal.
I can read languages.
He gives he very delicately taps the glass and sees the donkey kind of jump up, and he says, "All right, I don't think I could part with this thing now that I've seen it." So
Excellent.
okay. He gives you the scroll. What languages can you read?
Common, halfling, elven, eagle, lawful, and goblin.
Okay.
Picture an eagle writing.
Yeah, the
He's
eagle
gonna draw
scroll.
some eagle notes.
Yeah.
Just like
All right.
was here.
Bird language.
Very good. The language of the scroll is in Elven, so you can read it. You've been given a scroll of Eldritch Hound.
Whoa.
It's a level 3 spell.
That's like
sounds
what
pretty
attacked the town. You could send it.
Yeah, I could send that anywhere I want.
Yep.
Sick a new hound.
So you can read about it in the book here. So that is what he has given you.
Oh my god.
It's pretty cool. It's like a little summon that you can instruct to do something for you.
What are you thinking, Tom?
It's gone.
I don't know.
Sean? No, it's done.
Wow. Basically, he is the hound.
Let's see, we're thinking about scrolls, but we got.
Okay, so he can hunt things down really well.
Yep.
Seek and return the specified person or object, dead or alive. It has no preference between dead or alive. I could send it across to a distant continent or in a dangerous labyrinth. I could have it go get the wolf spear for us.
Yeah, you could retrieve it.
It can do the dungeon run for us.
Yeah.
Oh my god. But I still have to roll on the thing when I cast it.
You get a benefit.
Okay.
I won't say what the benefit is exactly, but yes, there is still a chance of spell failure even with the scroll.
It can fly at 100 feet per round.
Very quickly.
It's fucking
It
flying
has
death wolf.
14 in all of its ability scores and can perform any action a normal man could perform.
Yeah.
What? Because I do our accounting or something. It listens but never speaks. That's awesome.
This is like the ultimate. Just fucking never play the game. Well, it's a scroll though, right? It's not a.
It's one time, but AC 18, 4d12 HP, attacks at +8 with 2d6 damage.
Yeah. So it's just it's an amazing spell, very useful.
But I have to roll a 16 or higher.
Oh,
You have to use at least 1 point of spell burn, I think. Yep. But like I said, you will get a bonus because this is a nice genuine scroll that he gave you. It's not a. I mean, could be terrible if it misfires, but really useful otherwise. That's what Golk likes to deal in. You know?
Okay.
You don't even need. You do not need the bag in Dungeon Crawl Classic. There is enough random with all the material.
What would it take for me to copy the scroll? That's the question I have.
Yeah. You've never attempted to do that before.
Right.
And I'd say, I mean, this you might be unsatisfied with this answer, but you are at insufficient level to copy it.
Okay.
But potentially, yes, you could duplicate that scroll.
But like at some point in his future, he wants to know that fucking spell.
Oh, I'm sure.
There will be hounds everywhere. Anything we want.
Unleash the hounds.
Like if we want some milk for a milk party, we just send the hound.
He goes and milks the cow.
He can do that.
He can do anything a normal man can do.
Is this a one-time scroll?
This is, yeah. So
How
it
long
has
does
to be
the hound
big.
last?
The base effect, it has to do the task within 24 hours.
Yep.
So we can't send it across a continent probably, but
Okay. Anything else you wish to barter?
I don't know what other scrolls you got.
Oh, not many. I've got a few magic trinkets and equipment as well. But again, only if you have other magical items.
Oh, you don't take coin?
Prefer not to.
I have this candle that's always burning. Oh yeah, the boots. These boots that don't take any water in them.
He seems totally uninterested in the candle. He says, "Let me see the boots."
Okay.
You let him try them on.
Sure.
Okay.
Piss all over them.
Yeah. No, he says, "Oh, those are nice."
Piss on these.
Waterproof.
Yeah.
He says, "I hate it when your boots get all saggy and."
Yeah.
Ugh."
Of course.
All right.
Got meat that never rots.
There we go.
Yeah, we do.
It'll rot.
It always rots.
He says, I've got a special little bow."
Oh. What's special about it?
I haven't used the thing, and I'm not quite sure, but I've been told it's special.
That's really not good enough, Gold.
Okay, well, here. Who wants to try it out? I'll even throw in an arrow.
You wanted a bow.
That was before.
You don't want a bow.
Finn wanted a bow.
So now you don't want a bow.
Well, I can't. I'm not proficient in one. Unless
Really?
It's a crossbow.
Wow, that's crazy.
Sleeve is only.
Well, Artemis is training. Is it a short bow? Or
Yep.
Okay, Artemis will try it.
Crossbow.
Okay, you still want to shoot at a tree?
Yeah, how is a wizard proficient? How's a wizard proficient?
I don't know. It's wild. All right, I'll shoot it at a tree.
Okay, roll like a standard attack.
17.
Okay.
16.
Okay, it hits,
Mm-hmm.
and you see it's sticking in there.
Yep. It looks normal.
Yep. And you notice that there's another arrow in your hand ready to be knocked.
Shoot again.
Okay. You may repeat this process as many times as you wish.
Oh my God! You've got a deal.
Okay, well...
You've got a deal, Mr. Gold!
Boots plus... do you have any servants? Because I'd like an ear.
All my men just...
You call forward the bird.
Yeah. Wait for them to catch up before we ride off.
He says, they just go on you so quick. It's good to have a spare.
An ear?
Yeah.
They go on you?
They do.
What does that mean?
They go bad.
It rots, man.
Try salting them?
No. I don't put salt on my ear. That would burn.
Yeah, don't salt your ear.
Wait, your ears rot?
Who said anything about me? I'm just saying it's well known that ears go bad over time. You people lose the...
No. Which one of your guys is giving up his
This
ear?
guy's some sort of
Ears go
necromancer.
bad.
You're
Ears go
making
bad every
voodoo
There's
day.
doll.
not a debate here.
No.
Just one. I am
What game?
I am medically clear.
There's cool bow.
What's your extra? Dobbin, give him an ear.
Yeah, Dobbin's full of ears.
He still has all of his ears.
Yeah. You don't need 2 ears.
He's an elf.
Good.
Oh, that's even better.
No.
He like lives forever.
My-
It's like he's gonna hear half his
My
magic.
level zeros protest and refuse to
Okay.
comply.
All right. Finn, does he need to be in a live here?
We have to dig him up,
Oh,
desecrate his
Yeah.
grave.
Don't we have a cow ear?
somewhere in there.
Why would we keep the cow's ears?
No, we wouldn't have kept it.
No.
We don't have it. Forget it.
We could probably find it here if we had enough time.
Okay, if you can't do the ear, 10 gold.
Alright.
Alright. So you surrender the boots and 10 gold. And he gives you the short bow.
Nice.
Yep. And with how ridiculously expensive well-notched arrows are in this game,
Yeah.
that is quite nice.
Now, if only we could turn it to gold.
Oh, endless golden arrows. Thousands of them.
That'd be amazing.
And it solves your problem of limited quantities too, because
Yeah.
you can just keep shooting more. Yep.
Oh, God damn it.
What is this called?
Special.
Just you can give it like it's just short bow, and then you give it like quality endless or trait endless, something like that.
Okay.
And you could come up with a name for it if you want. You could name it like Zagrathar's Repeater or something.
It has to kill something cool before it can.
That's true. I'm glad you have that.
All right. I think that's probably it.
All right.
Now I sick the hound down.
That's when you see.
Just read this.
That's when you see his wagon convert to his starship and he flies.
Yeah,
away.
exactly.
So
Read the scroll, have him go to market, put together a wagon or something.
All right. Let's move on.
okay. It's at the end of day 6.
Sounds about right.
No.
So
Yes.
so day 1. Okay, you got one more. You got day 7 of travel, and then on day 8 you'll reach Cohagen.
All right, Cohagen. 4.
Ooh.
Here goes your next character.
I go back into the back.
Oh, okay.
Just got a bad.
No, this is not combat.
Good.
It seems your last watering hole had bad water. I need everyone to do strength saving throws.
God.
Jeez.
You're all weak.
You mean fortitude?
Or yes, for saves.
So no go on Artemis.
17.
Gug is okay.
Why is my fortitude so high? What the fuck?
Oh, cheating!
Well,
Cheating!
roll for your
How
bonus
high are you
guys too.
talking?
My bonus dice?
No, your level 0s who are with you.
Yeah,
They
why
get
would
to
it be
roll
+2 at level 1? That's impossible.
No way.
With 0 stamina mod.
I don't know.
No, +2 is. I think that's possible.
I had a +1 stamina mod, so I don't know how that ever happened. Though.
Did you lose stamina today?
I lost stamina.
He lost 1 stamina
I lost
from his injury.
I know what fortitude is based off of though.
Cheating.
Stamina, right?
Well, here it's at like 0 now.
I
Then
think it's strength.
all I
It
have.
would be
I think it
+1.
might.
It'd be from your class +1 still, maybe.
Oh
Might
yeah.
just
Oh.
be stamina.
Well, anyhow, it's lower now. You said something about bonus dice or something like that. I don't know what you said.
What?
What?
Cheating.
I'm reducing it. My
Yeah.
stamina's
Yeah,
gone down.
+1. Yeah.
+1. Stop that.
You have
Alright.
a history,
Anyhow, I got 14 on my roll.
Okay.
but you have to roll for each guy.
Yes.
Oh, I see. 6 on
Okay.
my farmer and
gone.
11 on my Dobbin.
Okay. So the farmer and Artemis both failed.
Yep.
No, they don't.
Everyone else succeeded.
Yep.
Okay. Artemis, they both fallen ill.
Oh no,
Um,
gonna die.
violent stomach problems. General fatigue. Conditions could worsen or improve based on quality of rest and the next day's rolls. The cleric could possibly offer some healing if he wishes.
Yes, let's see. Would this count as poison or as disease?
This is disease.
Okay, well, he's gonna lay some hands on some fellas. He's gonna start with
Let me
Artemis.
die.
What's your what's your alignment, Artemis?
Lawful.
That's
As you should be.
that's on the
Wait, you can only lay on the same alignment?
no, I can
it
lay on
gets
it.
worse.
I can lay on any alignment, but it
You
just
can lay on anyone.
it has less potency.
Yeah.
So here we go. What's the worst that can happen? 2. So that is a
He
failure.
hurts you.
Luckily, though, it does not cause me to be disapproved by my god.
I disapprove though.
He's
You've got this god's disapproval.
He's gonna try one on Zoke. Heal you bastard. That's a failure.
You are the worst cleric
What's the price?
in the world.
You know what's great? When he went back to his old grave digging, he crit on that.
Yeah.
But then
That's where he belongs.
What's the price for
Stop
all
this
this
clerical
nonsense?
nonsense.
Disapproval? Like you say, your god keeps disapproving of you more and more.
Basically, all it means is that if I roll a 1 on a spell check, let me see here. Let's try it. Chance of disapproval. Okay, so I'm not actually disapproved yet, but on a natural 1, I get means the
I
god
thought
actually
it's happened multiple times.
No,
I think the chance of
my chance of disapproval is increasing.
Oh, okay.
So once he actually disapproves of me, then something.
Oh.
So how does a 2
Alright.
not make you disapprove at this point?
It will now,
Oh, okay.
but not yet. So I'm gonna try to lay on you one more time.
It's murder speak.
I think you're gonna
That's
be
in
digging
Berg's
your
speak.
own grave soon.
Well, it's 11 on the dot, so that's a failure.
What? What?
One to
How
11
how
is
hard
failure.
is it to do this?
It's
I
the
have to get
absolute
above
worst.
11. That's all I have to do.
Burn
What?
1 luck.
I'm gonna put
I
his
ain't
ass
burning
to
any
sleep.
luck to heal his.
I'm gonna put his ass to sleep.
Okay, I'm.
You just do it right now. Just stop him. I'm doing this.
He's just gonna
He's
get
hurting
disapproval from his god.
He's hurting
It's
everyone.
inevitable.
Yep. He's
Oh,
gonna
I
get
can't-
smitten.
He just keeps touching us.
I'm trying to.
He just keeps like.
I don't think you have a god. We have yet to see you do
Yeah,
anything.
that's true.
Okay, Paige. I just want to see what is the risk because I'm compelled to try to help you
shit.
more.
push it.
But okay, disapproval. Oh my goodness, this is a lot.
There's no.
So I basically roll if I do try to hard enough. I roll a d20 and I mean I could.
God. Incredible.
I don't know. It's not so bad. Let's try it again.
Okay.
14. That's 11. That's another.
Oh, because it gets harder, right?
Yeah, it's getting harder because each time I try.
Getting harder.
Each time, just harder.
Anyhow, I think I'm just done.
No! You need to heal me.
Put him to sleep.
It just gets inevitably harder and
I don't
harder.
care. This is your one job. Otherwise, we're gonna just leave you as a grave digger.
How much healing do you really need?
I mean, I haven't lost any.
So what's he even
I
doing?
will
He's trying to
heal
cure
this
me.
man.
I mean, you'll be okay. We can just put you in the compartment.
That's a 7. That results in a 3 total. Actually,
Are you disapproved of? Yeah.
let's see if that.
That's
As
really
soon
what
as you
you
get
want
disproved,
here.
I'm putting you to sleep.
That's really what you want here. We just want to see what happens
Yeah, we want to see what happens.
as a lesson.
Oh, let me double check this.
You gotta
How
learn.
dare you help me?
You gotta learn today.
As a lesson.
God, where the fuck is? I keep moving
And what
away.
not to do. Like I like how he like. What are you? You're trying all this stuff. I don't like it.
Stop. Okay, so yeah, that's. Oh, wait, you want me? Yeah, that is disapproval. Okay, so that's.
Uh-oh.
Or what?
Yeah, I mean, cause my disapproval to roll is down to 4, and I had a -4 on my 7 roll, so that puts me at 3, which is below my.
Good. So you're just.
Don't you roll like a 7d4 now then?
No, I
What?
rolled d20, I think.
No, it says 1d4 for every point on the spell check.
Is that true?
That's what it says right here. For this table.
For the disapproval.
Yeah.
What page is that?
122.
Okay, so it's not so ter. What the fuck? Why can't I navigate my life?
I think your god will literally just smite you.
Why am I so... 120, 123. Okay, I can get there. Okay, cleric who risks the disapproval of his deity finds that he quickly loses access to extraordinary benefits. Every time a natural on a spell check. Let's roll on the table 5/7 disapproval. In addition, anytime cleric rolls within his disapproval range, based on the number of failed spell checks a day, disapproval also occurs. The roll is 1d4 for every point on the spell check. Wait. Oh my. For example, you roll natural 1, you roll 1d4. If he rolls natural 4, okay. So I roll 3 d4s. 4 plus 4 plus
What's
3.
happening now?
So that's 11 total. I'm seeing what my disapproval is. I'm ordered by my deity to meditate on his faith and overcome and come to a better understanding of what he has done.
Think about what you've done.
To earn his approval.
What he has done? What
The
your
cleric
duties
incurs
done?
an immediate
Kept
-2
touching me.
penalty to all spell checks.
Yeah.
Alright.
The only way to lift this penalty is for the cleric to meditate. For every full day of meditation, the cleric can make a DC 15 will save. Success means the spell check penalties are removed.
A full day of
It
meditation.
seems appropriate.
Yeah.
He needs to think about what just
I'll give you
happened
enough
here.
time by
and
the
not-
time
Alright,
we reach
not
Cohagen.
Now
to
keep
make
rolling.
that
You gotta
time.
heal me.
No!
He can go in the compartment. and just
-6. I have almost
meditate.
no chance of doing
I'm
anything.
putting his ass to sleep.
Okay.
What? I have to meditate. I don't have time to sleep.
That can, yeah. You'll wake up.
I just barely succeeded. You have to make a will save versus 12.
We're going to sleep.
11.
Just barely missed it.
Okay, you only sleep for a few turns.
1d2 days or something.
One turn.
Oh, wow.
6 seconds of sleep.
No, it's not a round, it's a turn.
Oh,
isn't a
what's
turn
that
like
mean?
10 minutes?
Yeah,
Turn, what the
probably.
hell?
Yeah.
Wait.
It's not a
Isn't
combat
it
round.
less than a round? No.
Turn sounds like a round. I don't know.
No, it's different. I remember reading that.
Alright, well, there we go.
You give him a timeout.
Yeah. Think about what you've done.
Okay.
Dream about what you've done.
And I become sloopy for a few rounds.
Just for the sake of putting my guy to sleep. How dare you help me?
You did not help me though.
Okay.
We move on.
Yeah.
Yep.
Enough of that.
Okay. Did you ever try? You didn't even get to the farmer.
No, he's diseased.
He is diseased.
I tried to heal him.
Okay. Okay. Next morning, Artemis and the farmer are definitely worse for the wear.
God damn it.
You like can't keep anything down. There's just a wasting disease inside of you.
No.
You get, since you just had a night's rest, you can make the DC for it again, but now it's with -1 in addition to what it would normally be.
15.
Okay.
Nope.
Farmer.
Wrong a what?
So -1 your normal fortitude.
10.
10 on the head.
12 -1 -1.
Okay. Both of you are feeling about the same. It hasn't gotten worse, and you will be approaching Cohagen in the afternoon.
Oh.
Can he cure
Has it been a full day since?
No.
Okay, well, he's meditating the whole time.
Okay.
And
As you reach the outskirts of the town, based on your estimate from the road sign, you see there's about 6 men kind of just casually walking on the road in your direction. They're a ways off, probably about maybe 250 yards or so. But they are on the road to Cohagen.
Want to give him some sleep? I mean, we can rob them before they rob us.
These are thieves.
They warned us about bandits near Cohagen. They said they have a problem, so.
What do they appear as?
Men. Horsemen.
Peasants.
Deceptive.
Put them to sleep.
Does my illness affect that?
This is the first time you've had to do a roll apart from that. That'd be a spell check.
Yeah.
Your illness does not affect that.
Perfect. So in a haze, I can just. We have to be within 60 feet.
Okay, you need to get quite a bit closer then.
We'll close in.
Yeah, we'll close in.
Okay. They just walk casually. Once they're about 100 yards away, or within 100 yards, so the first one calls forward, steps forward. Hail, travelers!
Yeah.
what is it?
Okay.
Oh, you bringing in some goods?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Plenty of goods.
Oh, very nice. And they approach. Okay, they hit 60 feet.
60 yards.
Or 60 yards, okay.
Okay. It's pretty far. I think they're shouting at us.
60 yards is the range of your spell?
Yeah,
Okay. They're all within that now. We'll say like 55 for
Okay.
safety.
Okay.
He was shouting, I didn't want to shout.
Okay. I will burn 4 points of stamina.
Damn. That's 4 days.
Stamina.
Yeah, I mean, what is time?
Artemis makes aggressive use of his time.
Yeah. Okay, it's not quite as spectacular.
As the centaurs.
That's only gonna be 12.
Versus Will?
So one target must
Okay.
make a save.
Alright. I'll give you the benefit of the guy at the head of the
Okay.
group.
Let me see
He
how
succeeds.
Oh my god.
These are tough men.
And it's manifested as a wave of blue light. We're fucked.
What are these 2 peasants?
He just tried to hex me, boys! Let's be quick.
Oh,
You see them
no.
draw short swords and start rushing the wagon.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm a Neanderthal for 1 round.
Okay.
It's not too bad.
All right.
I don't have any.
We're so boned.
There's only 2 of them, you said, right?
There's
6.
6 of them.
6 bandits.
With enough luck, maybe my word of command.
You are the worst cleric ever, and you still have -2.
I don't have any.
No, I have -6.
What?
Because I failed. I used.
Doesn't the disapproval reset?
You haven't even
No.
been meditating?
I'm not. I need a full day to meditate.
Oh my god.
You are the worst.
Let's just
I need
drive
a-
these horses.
You should pretty much just use melee.
Are they on foot?
Mm-hmm.
Let's just get our horses and get out of here.
Just stride through.
Actually, let's just stampede them.
I mean, I couldn't think of that in my current.
Yeah, just try.
So
I'm just gonna
whip
ride the
you
horses
have-
towards them. Yeah, just like
I'm not sure I can operate a range.
just gonna stampede
My
on
spell check thing goes until I sleep. So.
Okay.
But didn't we sleep?
them. Actually, are
Did
we?
we has-
What's
when
the
did we- It's been a day.
What's the setting?
Oh,
that was yesterday.
Oh.
Yeah.
How long has it been since?
What are we
then?
near?
You're in the open highway.
Okay.
You can see maybe like a couple miles down the road, like the low rising buildings of Cohagen. Pretty much just like a field.
Are they in front of us on the highway, or are they off to the side?
They were up there about 50 feet in front of you, approaching your wagon.
All right, yeah.
Just
I'm just
right
gonna
now.
just like try to charge the wagon, the horses.
Quick question.
Okay.
How many hours has it been since I tried to heal this man?
It's been like 16 hours. 16, 18 hours.
Oh, so
It-
close.
Fucked.
Just stay meditating.
We're fucked.
Well, I can cast it -2 only now, so.
It's not bad. Hang on. So Thomas, you drive the horses forward. You're just gonna either run down anyone who gets in your way and just move past them.
Yep.
Okay. It's a little bit tricky. These are not war horses, so they're prone to buck if there's something in front of them, especially something as big as a person. So there's a danger of that. It's a little bit difficult to control the reins all by yourself for all 4 horses, and you will have to contend with potential slashing attacks on the sides of you as you go past them. So with this in mind, let's get
I wonder if someone can help me with the reins. Unless it's too late.
Was this the beetle?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're just gonna give him all of your ears.
How many rounds are you?
Just one.
We
Use the
should
special
wait
bow.
around.
I mean, they're 180 feet from us, so
That's pretty far.
it's pretty far.
I can wait a little bit till he comes to his
Well-
senses,
And then I can try sleeping.
and then
So you're modifying your plan.
Or I could try charming.
I mean I want
I
to
can-
stampede,
Okay.
but
But if they were sleeping,
I'd like a co-pilot.
but if they were sleeping, it'd be so much
Okay,
easier.
I'm just initiating the stampede. I don't know how many rounds that takes. So if he wakes up in
Oh,
the midst of
they'll
it,
be
you know,
you'll be in melee like they'll be able to take the slashes on their turn. Because you've got the speed of the wagon and they're running.
okay,
That's
Yeah.
you can easily close the distance. So,
all
all right,
we'll do that.
give me a D12 modified by your agility.
If I spellburn 20 points, it counts as a natural 20 in my roll.
That's pretty cool. That's
anyone
called
got a 12.
it's called
Andy?
going all in.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Do the D12.
You need plenty of bed rest
Yep.
after that.
2.
Holy shit. We are dead.
Cut our horses off.
Dead.
Just like
The
that.
moment the horses get near to the bandits, they get frightened. They were not prepared for this, and your commands to them seem to have confused them. So they kind of slam into each other and kind of halt the course of the wagon. So you're going to be brought to pretty much a stop, and everyone on board the wagon needs to make a reflex saving throw.
God.
Crit.
Nice.
Crit.
Alright, Phil, if you crit 2,
12.
all the bandits are just struck dead.
He did.
Okay, alright.
No, I didn't.
Shit.
No, I didn't. 12.
He's
Okay, but
shit.
you got 12. Okay. Fortunately, none of you are thrown clear from the wagon.
It rolled like this.
And the sporadic movement of the horses actually checked them from attacking you. So, we're going to roll initiatives and we'll have a new set of rounds. Again, the wagon's pretty much stopped. We've got 2 people on the riding bench and the rest of you are in the wagons, and about 3 bandits on the left and right, closer to the front of the wagon, but they haven't surrounded it yet.
Did my tardation wear off?
Yes.
Okay, good.
The crit helped jolt you back into
Nice.
alacrity.
19.
I'm rolling separate initiatives for each bandit here, so
I'm gonna go hard on the sleep now. I'm gonna just put it all to sleep.
How?
Spell burn everything.
Put it all in line.
Because then we're just gonna spend 2 weeks in the town.
Yeah. You and him can just.
We're just gonna rest up.
Cohagen, you got what you want?
Yeah.
Cohagen, yeah, right,
And
alright.
we're gonna get what we want.
Their sleeping bodies. Are they awakened by normal means?
Okay,
I think it depends on how well I roll.
I have the,
So I want to be able to tie him up and stuff before
okay,
they wake.
I have the 6 initiatives for the bandits. Highest among the players.
19,
Oh, Artemis goes first.
as always.
This time you beat, the top bandit is 18, so he'll be going immediately after Artemis.
Okay, I am burning 6 points of strength and 6 points of agility.
Okay.
So that's total of plus 14 to this roll. I need to roll a 10 or higher, really.
Okay.
Just notice your endless.
17.
Holy
Curly
shit!
surrounded
So
danger.
31.
Yeah.
Oh my god! All unfriendly creatures within 200-foot radius must make a saving throw or fall asleep.
All?
Yeah.
All unfriendly,
Unfriendly.
creatures.
You guys are all friendly.
Okay.
What's do they
They
even
rem-
get to save or?
Yeah, they get a save, but it's against 31. They remain asleep for 1d7 plus 1 days.
Holy shit.
Okay, none of them crit, so they all fall asleep.
Now what can
You could just go coup de grace all of them.
We need to kill, yeah.
Alright.
Because they can still be awoken with normal means. Which
Yeah.
includes rough shaking, but if we're looting,
And we don't really need
If you-
them alive for anything.
they're evil.
If you
Yeah.
fail the
They're-
coup de grace, you could awaken them though.
They try
How
to
would you
attack.
fail that?
If you don't do enough damage to kill them in one hit,
Okay.
We're going to very gently put a dagger to their throat and slide it in.
methodically.
Yes.
Do you have a dagger?
Oh, yeah.
I have a longsword.
We've
I mean,
got
a
knives.
longsword.
You got a
Gug,
mithril longsword.
Yeah.
Gug has a knife. I have a knife. He has a short sword. He has a
I
hammer.
mean, we have blades.
We have
Okay.
blades.
Who's all going to administer the coup de grace?
I think it's going to be all on Dobbin.
Just
So it's his conscience.
Okay.
Then,
All right. Then Dobbin, you get to roll.
Dobbin, go
you
kill all these
Dobbin.
The wet work.
Right. Then Dobbin gets to roll 60-20, and if he rolls a 1, he's going to botch one of the coup de grace.
Oh,
of the bandits.
Dobbin.
So 6 times.
20.
Oh,
hell
Okay.
yeah. It's pretty
No,
good.
that spares you.
Oh,
nice.
Dobbin surprisingly is extremely efficient and slaughters all the
I think
bandits.
we have to kill Dobbin.
Okay.
Yes, no.
That's right.
No conscience.
That's 6 XP. 6 XP for the party.
Hey.
No kind, just like the original Dobbin.
Okay, all the bandits are dead.
Yeah.
How much XP?
6.
That's what we're talking
Yeah.
about.
For doing nothing, really.
That
For
upward.
doing
I mean,
like this spirit bomb
Yeah.
sleep.
we killed 6 men.
Yep.
I mean, someone did.
But if there was like 100 of them, we could have just...
Oh my god, what a massacre.
Incredible.
You gotta do that
Incredible.
every once in a while. Like
You
Yeah.
just do your sleep bomb.
This
You
is
gotta
what-
piss off a town.
This is the
and
new plan.
Get the whole town square.
This is the
They're
new
just
plan.
like, their hands are like inches from you, and then you just.
You just
Now the problem is though, if they
burn
crit
everything.
on the will save,
Yeah. One of them came very close, but none of them crit. They
Well,
need
yeah.
that's a 5% chance.
So 5% of 100, 5
That's
left.
5 that are alive. You'd have to be ready with some bows or
Alright.
something.
Yeah.
And
And then
Slow
be ready
behind
to
us.
stab.
If I rolled 1 higher, It's way more nuts.
What is it?
Everything within 500 yards falls asleep, friendly or unfriendly.
Except you.
Creatures of 4 or fewer hit dice receive no save. This includes birds, insects, and small animals.
In how many
And
yards?
plants.
That doesn't
Plants
make
go
sense.
500 yards.
However,
Plants don't sleep.
It's a supernatural effect, cannot be disturbed.
That's a radius
And
of
you can-
5 football fields.
They cannot be naturally awoken, and you have to apply a specific interrupt condition, such as 100 years have passed.
You can put everything to sleep for 100 years.
yeah. Although, what's your strength at right now?
My strength is at 5.
Yeah. So you paid a price.
I paid a price, but still,
Yeah.
For that effect.
for that, that's insane.
Right.
Yeah.
If
Somebody
we walk
roll-
into a town,
You can
Right.
put 'em to sleep for 100
60-30.
years.
Get rolling.
what?
60-30.
Holy shit.
It's not that crazy, but it's nice.
25?
That's a lot of
That's
coppers.
well, that's a good.
Golds.
So this is silver.
13?
Yep.
Someone adding this?
No.
That's 38 so far.
24?
Hold on. That's
Hold on.
64. Yeah.
Sure.
No.
23?
62. 38 plus
Why are
24.
you making it
Oh,
less?
62. Okay, what was after that?
23?
So 85.
What was the last one?
11?
What was the one before that?
Shut up!
96. One more.
23.
Okay. 109 silver pieces. Not bad.
Someone can write that down.
What?
No way!
Nothing worked.
It'd be impossible.
I got 192.
60-30.
Alright. Six
I'll
short
write that
swords.
How much was that?
192.
No! 119.
6
119
short
silver?
swords.
6 short swords.
Yep.
Short swords. I don't need those.
We'll take them. We got a wagon.
2 of them are javelins. That was going to be a lot more problematic because that, just like the centaurs, were just done potentially. So you recover 2 javelins. Although no one was at like 1 HP at least.
You're writing this down, right?
I took the
Mert's
silver.
not here.
Okay, what else is there?
6 short swords. Goddamn.
Short swords.
6 short sword. That's a tongue twister.
Yeah, and 2
2 javelins.
javelins.
Got
6
it.
short swords.
Anything else?
That's really hard.
Yeah. A note.
6 short swords. That's a really
Kill
hard
Dominic.
tongue.
What does the note say? Is it written in eagle?
No, it's not written in eagle. It's written
I
in-
can't wait. I should just start writing notes in eagle and leave them around.
Your diary is in eagle only.
Is this
Perfect
Do
fail
they
safe.
have a written language?
Is this a world where there are intelligent eagles?
There has to be.
Yep.
Are there like big mythical birds or something
Yeah.
with
Like
hands
Lord of the Rings. Well,
Why would they have to have hands?
to write with?
They can use their beaks.
do they write? They can't write. There's no way.
How could they not? They have to write.
There's
No.
a written language called eagle.
Yeah.
Is it written language or is it
It
spoken?
is now.
Maybe it's just spoken.
I mean, like
I'm gonna make it a written language.
there's
I mean, you could write it if you want.
Yeah.
many
you would
civilizations
know.
don't have written language.
Name one.
Yeah.
Well,
name
they're all
one.
dead now.
Name
I
one.
Name one.
I don't know.
There isn't any.
Most Native American. I don't think most Native.
Okay,
You don't think
Americans-
Native Americans can
It's
write?
a note from a guy called.
Maybe nowadays they
Alright.
can.
It's a note from a guy called Captain Frank. Says, West Road's been slacking. Don't come back with anything less than 15 gold. So, you've got just a little note from one of their
What was
underbosses.
this?
See, now,
Captain
if you
Frank.
could disguise yourself as this dead guy, that would have been awesome.
I mean, I could maybe.
You could. It's just you don't get a bonus,
Yeah.
right?
Why wouldn't I get a bonus?
Isn't that based on your thief skills?
I mean, I might get some bonus.
I thought you didn't. That's why
Depends on my level.
it's one.
Is your
Okay.
fortitude saving throw now -2 or worse?
Yeah, it's +0. Mine?
Yeah.
You're right.
Calculate it for me.
I mean, it would go from a 0 to -2, so it'd become a -1.
Okay, so it's not -2 or worse.
No.
Okay. If it were that bad, you'd require magical healing to get rid of the disease.
I wouldn't get it.
Oh, he's
So
got it.
Yeah,
No,
I
he
might
doesn't.
I might try again.
he is utter trash.
Anyway, it is a +0 bonus, but I get +1 for my personality.
Yeah. So
And it's still a trained skill, so
That's
I have a
true.
reasonable shot.
we could try it. I don't know what the benefit would be though. he would just they were just working for this guy.
Maybe they reward us.
But we'd have to give them our stuff. I don't think.
Well, we know his name.
I'd rather just put the whole town to sleep and then rob them all.
Yeah, and
You're
get
lawful.
XP and get
Yeah,
XP.
you're lawful.
God damn it!
Imagine that XP just having Dobbin kill everyone in town.
Yeah, as long as he kills them, you know.
He's gonna turn more and more green.
Do it
until,
lawfully.
Frogman
Yeah.
goes evil.
Do it lawfully.
He's gonna become a
It's just,
frogman.
you know, we don't follow man's laws.
Pure corruption.
No, that would be massive corruption. Fortunately for Dobbin, these guys brandish weapons and were rushing the wagon. Otherwise, he'd be facing major corruption right now.
It's like
we
sleeping
don't-
men. Just
Yeah. It's true. The fact that even they were,
They were
worth,
utterly defenseless.
It's worth considering minor corruption.
I mean, he handled it with such glee and ease.
Such
Such
an
ease.
20.
He didn't consider the implications.
No.
There's no corruption.
No.
Unless that means there is corruption. I don't know.
You know, he's corruptible.
It's Dobbin. He
All
doesn't
right,
care.
Let's get a D10 from Dobbin.
All right.
Queen's an NPC.
You're gonna have some demonic taint.
Who's technically an NPC?
Yep.
Who?
Frog.
Okay. Wait, what? Oh, then roll a D6.
Oh, you're just getting complex. What the fuck?
Yeah, this is the end of it.
You are fucked.
He hit
Can't
the
even
the end
roll.
of that.
I'm so nervous.
Four.
All right.
You
The
shit.
skin of your torso becomes like wax, flowing and reforming into puddles and shapes. This is a constant motion that repulses others.
Yeah. Oh,
So
shit.
if you ever go shirtless, Dobbin, it's like from Annihilation, where it's just like moving around and
Oh,
stuff. So
Constant. Wow, that's crazy.
so yeah, like even if through your shirt, if it's like kind of form fitting, they'll see it like.
Holy
So we're clear then. Dobbin's gonna be doing all our sleeping kills. None of us
Take
want,
on
none
all
of
the
us want
corruption.
that.
It'll be the
Corruption
corruption bucket.
scapegoat.
Yeah, he's the corruption bucket.
Okay. All right. You finished with the bandits then?
Oh, I think so.
Okay. Just leave their carcasses on the roadside.
They don't deserve a burial.
All right. And then you'll make it into Cohagen.
Yep.
Okay. Before I end the session, I do want to see what's going to happen with the disease of the farmer in
Okay.
Argument. So we'll say you can finish your meditation.
All right, meditation. Then here
Yeah.
we go. DC 15 will
No way.
18.
Oh.
So I've absolved the disapproval of my god.
Okay.
Here we
Now
go.
you can attempt the laying of hand.
I'm gonna lay hands on you.
It's all sunshine.
Okay, 15. That's not bad. Let's see what the effect is. Time to lay some hands. Stop it. Stop it. Can't. I hate this thing.
He's the
Can't do
worst
it.
cleric.
Can't do it.
I'm a good cleric.
You haven't done anything clerical.
I commanded that one guy to
To grovel. That he did. That was like the first thing he did.
Oh, but you're okay. Luckily for you, okay, yeah, it is lucky for you. So I am able to cure your disease. That's 2 dice, worth of disease. So yeah, that allows a cure. So a disease costs 2 dice, and I got a 15, which for an adjacent alignment is 2 dice, 14, 19.
It's a good band name.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm cured.
Yeah. So
Good.
and it would have done 2 hit dice of healing if you had been damaged.
I don't know.
You were close to suffering a permanent -1 to a stat. So he did save you from
He's
that.
gonna try to heal.
Farmer. Yeah. If this fails, the farmer's probably.
So that's a non-natural 1. That's
Okay.
a 2.
Then farmer roll a fort save.
He was a dead man.
That is no, that's a 17 right there. So that's a 16 total.
Okay. And I think did you succeed your previous one as well with the farmer? I think the previous day you did.
No, it
No?
failed as well.
Okay. Roll a d6.
It's always failure for the
He's a
farmer.
dead man.
Most of the
He's
time,
so nervous.
it's on the floor.
5.
All right. What's the 5th attribute?
Intelligence.
Okay. Permanent -1 to intelligence.
No. Well, he didn't need it anyway.
Yep. Then flat or like the bowels fully empty the disease, but some part of your brain goes with it, and
All of our smuggling
the
compartment.
next day he'll be pretty much good as new, but he's a bit dumber. So, okay.
Alright.
And then in Cohagen, you can figure out if you're just going to resupply and then further on, or if you want to spend some time and investigate these.
I need to spend 17 days.
You just go into an inn and be like, don't come, don't.
Wait, what did you sacrifice? You sacrificed
He
your
like,
stamina?
he probably looks like really emaciated and like from that.
Yeah, so I have 5 strength, 5 agility, and 10 stamina right now, so I have a lot to recover.
It's like blood magic. Like,
yeah, what the hell? What kind of wizard are you?
well,
The best kind.
yeah. I mean, that was really clutch.
Good results.
Yep,
man.
that was good.
I can also
Is level
sacrifice.
20 level 2? I mean,
You were not level 2.
20.
No, 50.
Holy shit.
Yeah, leveling takes a while.
Yep.
Especially
And-
because we avoid all encounters as much as we can.
I forced 2 upon you, and one went poorly and one went quite well. Although even the one that went poorly,
Went
actually,
well,
all
yeah.
things considered, it went pretty well. So
Ambushed by 6 armed centaurs.
yeah.
Took only 1 hit.
No,
Only one
those
hit?
aren't the
2
6.
hits, I guess.
Those are 8 men. And pray to your god of
8 men.
8 centaurs.
ape,
8
wait, what?
men.
the dude with like 4 arms.
Oh, we didn't see those guys.
Yeah. Just pray to your gods that you never enter into their.
See, now, with the 8 men, you could have had something with your analogy, maybe. Because we're much closer to apes than horses.
Yeah.
So, it could have
Okay,
worked.
how about imagine it this way? A horse has never seen a centaur.
That's just a
He walks
reverse
upon
centaur.
this thing. Like, that would be as...
So then if this thing encountered us...
If this
Yeah.
creature existed and encountered us, it'd have the same reaction.
Sure.
You could basically
I can't argue
replace
that.
this with this. This is a reverse centaur. So basically, you're just saying if a centaur encountered us
It's the same.
or a horse.
It's the same difference. That's all it is.
Well, I'm glad there was redemption that you cured Artemis. Yeah. You're like, I am a cleric after all.
You did
Reverse.
It's like the end of that trauma center where the guys are like, I am a doctor, and then he heals the guy.
It's a square of... There's a lot of things that are going on here that nobody quite knows.
Birthday sketch.
I feel like it's
Circle of
basically-
life. It's the circle of life.
The point was basically like if we encountered a centaur, what would we think?
That would be like if these things encountered...
If we were a hybrid, but we're not a hybrid.
That's the
Can you
same.
take a picture of that film and send it to chat
Same.
so I can analyze it?
Yes.
Because
I
I've
don't want to
gotten
analyze it.
I've gotten only passing glances
You
at
never
it.
had a point.
Who's to say? Who's to say?
I mean, those are just the 4 options if you're crossing a horse and a human in a 50-50 fashion.
It's basically like if we encounter a midget. Like, what is this creature? That was your point.
Then you drew something that was not like a midget at all. It's
Right.
like,
He described a midget or
you
something.
said someone
similar.
with
It was
long
just
legs and
and
a face. Just
But
legs.
then he introduced the horse.
Just
aspect.
all legs and face, and then that's something else.
And I was following him up to that point. But then the horse head just...